From Percy, Pennsylvania, the CN8 Varsity Sports Zone presents a Suburban One National Conference opener between the Knights of North Penn and the Rams of Pennridge. Hello and welcome to Poppy Yoder Field. Steve Degler along with Jeremy Treatman. North Penn, the defending state champs, coming in at 2-1, losing to Cardinal O'Hara in overtime on Sunday. Pennridge is off to a 3-0 start, and while it's only week 4 and it's the first league game, Jeremy, whether you're talking about league standings or statewide rankings, this is a huge football game.
Oh, it certainly is a huge game. For North Penn, they've already got that one loss. They can't afford too many more, and they're already a top 5 team in the area. For Pennridge, this would make a huge statement on the way to a possible state championship, really for both teams.
And North Penn winning that state title last year, in the process rolling off 15 straight wins. They had a lot of talent in the backfield a year ago. This year, the quarterback is Adam Hearns, and he is leading a very high-powered passing game for the Knights. Adam Hearns, a senior, on his way to Syracuse, can do a lot of things. Here on play action, he just simply dumps it out to the fullback in the right flat, turns it upfield for good yardage. Another dimension of Hearns, the very quick release, gets it outside in a hurry and allows his receivers to do the work. But the most dangerous part of Adam Hearns' game is running the football. And here he just simply keeps it, goes around left side, and scores a touchdown. And he is a very tough guy to handle defensively tonight for Pennridge. But the Rams have a guy who's very difficult as well, Jeremy, and Ryan Greiser, a senior, off to an unbelievable start running the football.
He really has. Over 300 yards early in the season, 669 rushing yards. You see right there, he can run through people, he can run around people, he can run past people. And the coaching staff of North Penn very, very concerned about what Greiser can do tonight.
It is a packed house in Percy. Everybody knows how big this football game is. North Penn, the defending state champs, taking on the undefeated Pennridge Rams. We'll come back to Poppy Yoder Field with a kickoff right after this. We're back at Poppy Yoder Field in Percy, Pennsylvania. Steve Degler along with Jeremy Treatman. It is the Knights of North Penn at 2-1 on the season, and the Rams of Pennridge coming in at 3-0. Very hot and humid early fall evening here in Percy. We'll see if that is a factor, especially for a North Penn team that only played on Sunday, just 3 days off, while Pennridge was able to play last Friday and getting nearly a full week off to get ready for this matchup. Ryan Greiser with a big game last week for Pennridge, setting a couple of records in the process. One of them, with his 295 yards rushing in the win over Bonner, was the single game rushing mark in Pennridge history, a mark that had stood since 1953 when Ken Hagan ran for 280 yards in a game. And tonight, Ryan Greiser is scheduled to get a game ball from last week's victory, in which he set that single game rushing mark and also set the school career rushing mark, passing Jason Rhodes, who had 2,495 in his career. Greiser coming into tonight at 2,651. And not bad for a guy who has missed parts of the last 2 seasons with shoulder injuries. Ryan Greiser will be honored here tonight before the home crowd for his great effort. And Jeremy, you touched on it in the opening. That is certainly a concern for North Penn tonight on how you can stop Ryan Greiser.
Well, I don't know how you can stop Greiser, but that's what Dick Beck's got to think about. And Dick Beck certainly needs to think about that. He had a really tough week this week, a 3-day layoff after the loss to Cardinal O'Hara. Greiser, the key concern, of course, how to stop him for tonight. But North Penn, Dick Beck, 27-4 in his couple of years here, won the state championship last year. He's done a great, great job since taking over from Mike Pettin Jr.
He certainly has. 15-0 last year to win that state title in Quad A, and now Ryan Greiser getting a big hand from the home crowd for the record he set last week. Ken Hagan helping to present the game ball to the senior from Pennridge on his way to Liberty. He has had nearly 36 scholarship offers, and he will go to Liberty next year. Whether he plays offense, whether he plays defense, remains to be seen. But what an honor for Ryan Greiser. And we talked a little bit about Dick Beck and what he was able to do last year. 3rd season at the helm, 27-4. They are in a tough stretch right now. This is the 3rd of 5 straight road games, and they're coming off a very difficult overtime loss to O'Hara on Sunday, 21-20, losing when an extra point was blocked by George Smith to give O'Hara the win. Dick Beck talked to us earlier tonight about his 3 keys for the Knights leaving Percy victorious tonight.
My keys to the game are keep Pennridge from making the big play with Greiser, to play mistake-free, and we'd like to control the clock and control the ball offensively.
Stopping the big play with Ryan Greiser is certainly a key for any coach. Greiser coming in, averaging over 11 yards a carry. On the other side, Jeff Hollenbach in his 8th year as the head coach at Pennridge, 65-22, his career mark. He has his thoughts on the keys for the Rams tonight in order to be victorious.
My keys to the game tonight are stopping Adam Hearns. He's a heck of a football player. He loves to get to the perimeter. Secondly, we're going to have to try to stop his throwing because he's going to be throwing the ball all over the place, especially when we come up to stop the run. Then third, we've got to be able to control the football, keep their offense off the field, and hopefully run the ball well.
So both coaches with definite ideas of what they must do here tonight, and each keying on the other team's star player offensively. And Jeremy, both guys really are very good on both sides of the football.
They really are, and I talked to Adam Hearns right before this game started about next year at Syracuse. He said he definitely tends to play quarterback, but he made some plays last week in the loss to Cornell O'Hara on defense that were superb, breaking up a couple passes towards Barksdale towards the end of the game that kept North Penn into the game. Offensively and defensively, I think he's their key guy.
North Penn winning the toss, deferring to the second half. Pennridge will get the ball to start the football game. You saw the ceremony where Ryan Greiser accepted the game ball from last week, breaking Ken Hagan's single-game rushing mark. Let's hear from the guy who ran for 280 in a game back in 1953.
Well, the only thing I can tell you is I've seen him play, and he is a terrific ball player. What could I say about the record? It's there for 51 years. That's a long time. And there's been a lot of good athletes that have come through the school, running backs in particular. Some of them are in the pros. Willie Lewis, Timmy Lewis, Riddick. What can I say?
Looks like he could go for 110 or 120 tonight if you gave him the ball enough times. And Ken Hagan having his 51-year mark broken last week by Ryan Greiser, who went for 295. There's a look at the senior who will be a focus in this ball game tonight. So North Penn will kick it away. The Knights have a very good kickoff man in David Cornock, a 6-foot senior. What a weapon he is. So many times last year, he had the opponent starting 1st and 10 at their own 20. These two teams met twice last year. North Penn won both meetings, including a 42-21 decision in the district playoffs. Pennridge holds the edge. North Penn has won 8 of the last 10 and 16 of the last 18. However, we'll see if that trend continues here tonight or whether Pennridge can get its first win in the series since 2001 and remain undefeated. Back deep for Pennridge, Shane Tobin and Tristan Roberts, two very dangerous return men. Pennridge in the green, moving from right to left here in the first quarter. David Cornock has it ready to go on his own 40-yard line. And we are underway from Percy, and a high, deep kick into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Even though Roberts mishandled it, the ball breaking the plane of the goal line in high school football, that is a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for Pennridge. And a developing story is the starting quarterback. No numbers because he has only taken 3 snaps all season. The starter, Adam Gerasa, not able to play tonight with a neck injury suffered last week. So Blake Hughes, the 6-foot, 195-pound junior, gets his first start. No passes attempted this year, and he has run the ball just 1 time for 3 yards. Greiser starts the game split out, left side in the slot. Now he'll move to a wing behind Hughes. And Greiser gets the carry on first down. He is hit immediately in the backfield and dropped by Ian Carpenter, a 5'11 junior. Loss on the play. It'll be 2nd down and long for the Rams. Dave Hollenbach, the coach's son, and David Cressman, a banger, also in the backfield with Greiser. Billy Egan is the wide receiver. Jared Vernelson, a very versatile player, is the tight end. Sander and Fluck are the tackles. Ryan Walsh and Phil Godshall are the guards. And Bill Balo gets the start at center tonight in place of James Ockershausen. Loss of 2 in that play. It's 2nd down and 12 for the Rams. Hollenbach in motion. Again on the ground. It is David Crespin, the fullback. His brother Tom playing at Kutztown University as a freshman this year, a linebacker. Younger brother picks up 5 on the play to the 23-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 7. Alex Johnson and John Kalis are the ends. Eric Sullivan gets to start at tackle along with Gerald Bell. 4-4 alignment. Carpenter, Stoll, Kazir, and Halberstadt are the backers. 3 in the secondary. A lot of speed. Turner, Lee, and Hearns. Brandon Turner, excellent at the corner. 3rd and 7 for the Rams. Dreiser in motion. Hughes from the shotgun. Scrambling and going down back near the 10-yard line as he is wrapped up and dropped by Eric Halberstadt, the 5'10 senior. Loss of 12 yards on the play. It'll be 4th and 19, and the Rams will have to punt.
Steve, it's just a great defensive series by North Penn to start the game. What loss to Cardinal O'Hara? They came out fired up for this game with Pennridge tonight. For a change, it's been a long time, but North Penn now is going up against a team that is now ranked #1 locally by many people.
Jared Bernelson, the punter, averaging 35 yards a kick. From his own end zone, has some trouble. End-over-end kick knocked down by Matt Burke, and Burke is hit immediately, but excellent field position for North Penn. Getting down the field to make the tackle, Kyle Wireman, number 22, a junior. But 1st and 10 for the Knights at the Pennridge 42-yard line for senior quarterback Adam Hearns. 15 out of 33 so far this season. You can see the 1 touchdown pass, but he is also dangerous running the football. 89 yards on the ground this year, 809 yards last year. Hearns has already rushed 26 times this season, and he gives it to his talented running back, senior Shane Gallagher, replacing Kevin Akins at the tailback position, and Gallagher breaks off 7 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and 3. Carpenter is the fullback, Halberstadt a wingback, Lee and Gill the other receivers for North Penn. No score with 9:26 to play in the 1st quarter. 2nd down and 3 for the Knights. It is Gallagher again. Gets the right corner. 1st down and more. Cut down by Wireman at the 25-yard line. A gain of 10 more on the play. 1st and 10 for the Knights. Gallagher has been somewhat overlooked. He has rushed for 329 yards so far this year, a couple of 100-yard games, and he has broken off 17 yards on 2 carries thus far.
Yeah, he's a good back. Everybody's thinking about Kevin Akins from last year, now Boston College. Gallagher did a nice job last week against Cardinal O'Hara, but that front 7 of O'Hara was able to shut down the running game eventually from North Penn, forcing Hearns to make plays.
Gallagher, the single setback, and we have a penalty flag on the play. Pete Stoll, the tight end on the right side, moved early, and we'll see if he is whistled for illegal procedure. Referees will talk it over. Jim Stevenson is the head referee tonight. Jerry Davis, the umpire. Bill Bozarth is
Repeat 1st down.
the head linesman. Tom Rogers, the line judge, and Steve Cave is the back judge. It will be 5 yards against North Penn. Back to the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15. Up front for the Knights. Trying to lead the way for Hearns and Gallagher in the backfield. Kevin Ewell and Eric Sullivan the tackle. Sullivan starting in place of Zach Raffel. Paul Loudenslager and Dotun Akintoye are the guards. Donnie Mengel is the starting center for the Knights.
Yeah, you mentioned Raffel. He got injured last week in the game against Cardinal O'Hara with an ankle. That's a key loss for Coach Beck, who's an offensive lineman himself, and he prides himself on the great offensive line.
Dick Beck is not happy with that illegal procedure call against his tight end, Pete Stoll. He is saying it's an eligible receiver who was backing up, perhaps to go in motion, and that he should be allowed to do that. Dick Beck trying to make his point early in this game.
Well, that's important. You want to establish a relationship with the officials, and Dick Beck is saying, hey, if he's got something to question, he's going to do it, and that's a coach's prerogative.
Does not win the argument. It is still 1st and 15 for the Knights.
Well, they rarely do, but he got his point across.
Again, Gallagher, the single setback. Same formation, same thing. Stoll steps back and goes in motion. No flag this time. It is Gallagher bouncing off the left side, cut down quickly though. David Cressman, number 40, makes the tackle. Gain of a yard on the play. It's 2nd down and 14 at the 29. John Small and Jason Kramer play at the ends. Ryan Walsh and Phil Godschall are the tackles in the 4-3. In the secondary, Alex Wareheim and Kyle Wireman are the corners. Shane Tobin very dangerous at the safety. And the big hitter is Ryan Greiser. 2nd down and 14. Backs in the eye this time behind Hearns. Play action. Hearns under pressure quickly, but he throws complete shy of the 1st down. Complete to number 12, Peter Lee, who makes his 2nd catch of the season. It'll be 3rd down and short yardage for the Knights.
No, I'm really curious to see Adam Hearns today, how he reacts after the first loss in over 17 games for North Penn. Last week at O'Harry, he's coming out, running a nice offense, makes a nice throw there off play action. And Hearns, the best is yet to come, because I imagine he'll have a lot of running plays where he keeps the football before this one's over.
Gain of 12 on the play. It's 3rd down and 2 at the 17-yard line. Stoll in the backfield, dives for the 1st down. Inside the 15 to the 14, he needed 2, he gets 3, and North Penn will have it 1st down and 10. Pete Stoll averaging 5 yards a carry so far this season.
Yeah, he's becoming a short yardage option for Coach Beck. Didn't use him much last week until the 4th quarter. He went to Stoll a couple times, got him 2 first downs as they had, at the time, a go-ahead drive against Cardinal O'Hara.
North Penn, great defensive series to open the game. Short punt, trying to take advantage of great field position. Stoll in motion. Quick to Gallagher, up the middle, makes one move, still on his feet, inside the 5. Looks like he has enough for another 1st down. Shane Gallagher getting a chance to shine this season and taking full advantage of it.
Well, Don Mengel had a great block in that last run, as did Akintoye, and let's take a look at the replay here. Gallagher following his blockers. There's the initial block, goes right through the hole, quick trap, and then he gets a couple yards extra on his own to boot.
Gain of 11, 4 carries for 29 yards for Gallagher. 1st and goal at the 3 for the Knights, trying to take the early lead. Turns to Stoll, stumbled as he got the football, still driving forward. No indication from the officials. It'll be shy of the goal line. Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd down and goal from inside the 1.
Well, they're using that traditional running option that North Penn uses so well out of the power I or back split, pro set formation. Dick Beck's, they're known to prod, and knock that line through and knock the runners behind the line. They're doing a nice job here in the 1st quarter.
No score, nearly midway through the 1st period here in Percy. North Penn knocking on the door. 2nd and goal at the 1. Long count for Hearns. To Stoll again. He crashes in off the right side for a touchdown. Pete Stoll into the end zone for the 1st time in 2004.
Well, great play. I believe Stoll only had 2 carries last week. He's already got 4 on this opening drive, as he really impressed Coach Beck and the staff last week with his ability to get that short yardage. And he's also able to add to that short yardage with some nice runs here, touchdown here. Went in rather easily, actually. The North Penn offensive line's making a big-time statement here in the opening drive.
There is Stoll scoring the touchdown from a yard out. Officials will take a timeout here before the extra point. Hearns will be the holder, and the place kicker is John Strajewski. Referee Jim Stevenson halting play here.
Not exactly what the call is here, Steve. Interesting, in 2001, of course, North Penn was the #1 ranked team in the state. Pennridge came over to North Penn, upset them 15-0. Right now, according to the Philadelphia Inquirer, Southeast Pennsylvania, Pennridge finds themselves #1. North Penn's going to upset their rival, at least attempting to tonight.
Set to go now for the point after. Strajewski with a deep kick onto the school roof. And he boots it through to make it 7-0 North Penn with 6:09 to play in the 1st quarter. Here's the touchdown.
Just a quick power trap over the right side, and he gets in there. Great leap. He runs so low to the ground, so tough to stop a big guy like that who's got acceleration to boot. Really kind of surprising how they moved the Pennridge defensive line here in this opening series, Steve.
Well, they took advantage of that great field position. Shane Gallagher early Pete Stoll late. 8 plays, 42 yards, just under 4 minutes for the Knights to take the early lead. Jeff Hollenbach, head coach at Pennridge, was down early last week to Bonner. 3 plays in, it was 7-0. Pennridge came back to win it 35-13, so you know he is not too worried to be down 7-0 midway through the first quarter.
Well, he believes he has a great team here, and I believe he's right. They have a lot of offensive weapons. Of course, Greiser's your main guy, and they've got to try to get back in that game with Greiser's running. So far, North Penn on his early carry took him out of the game. Let's see what Greiser can do in this drive. Remember, you're going with a rookie quarterback here tonight in Blake Hughes, and I imagine they want to get that run established first before they try to throw themselves back in the game.
Tobin and Roberts are back deep, maybe for not, the way David Kortnock can kick the football. Touchback on the opening kickoff. He'll try it again here. Lines this one deep down the middle, and it will come out to the 20-yard line again. That is such a weapon to have a guy who can consistently kick the ball over 60 yards into the end zone. So your defense sets up at the 20-yard line, making the opposition go 80 yards every time.
It really is, and Shane Tobin, you could see the frustration. He really wanted to run that one out, thought better of it. Saw his coaches on the sideline put the knee to the ground.
On its first drive, Pennridge lost yardage, had to punt from its own end zone, ran 3 plays, lost 9 yards. Greiser is the tailback, toss sweep left, a lot of pursuit, breaks 1 tackle across the 25 before he is gang tackled out of bounds. Brandon Turner made the initial hit, number 21 for North Penn, but Greiser just simply kept on going and turns a 4-yard play into an 8-yard pickup.
Well, this is a nice call. Hollenbach goes to the sweep left, getting him in motion, giving him a little running start, gets that 1 block. That's all he needs. He can always get the extra 2 or 3 yards on his own. And this is what North Penn needs. You see, it took about 5 players to bring him down.
All the pursuit going that way, following Greiser. Peter Lee also had a hold of him. Give him 9 on the play. It's 2nd down and 1 at the 29. Greiser in motion. Fumble on the exchange. It is still free, and North Penn will cover it up at the 29-yard line. Freshman never had it. The ball bounding free, and it's picked up by Eric Halberstadt, who makes his 2nd big play on defense.
Halberstadt is really coming on. I thought he was the best player last week for North Penn on offense and defense, along with the quarterback Hearns. Let's take a look at the replays. You'll see that Halberstadt gets it. But the problem is the defensive pursuit's already in the backfield by the time the exchange is happening. The offensive line really needs to do a better job right now for Pennridge, and credit North Penn's defense. They are fired up for this game. A little bit embarrassed last week about the way O'Hara moved the ball. There's Bell, 62, who created the fumble.
Gerald almost got the handoff himself. He was into the backfield. Here is Gallagher on 1st down, takes it down to the 20-yard line. Another good pickup on 1st down for the Knights. A gain of 9. It's 2nd down and a long yard.
Very impressive start for North Penn, both sides of the ball and the special teams. They're coming off a heartbreaking loss, their first loss in over a year, and then they had to come back with just 3 days rest. They played Sunday. Here we are on Thursday, and they're coming out like they're a rested team.
The last loss for North Penn had been in November of 2002 in the state semifinals to eventual state champion Parkland, led by Austin Scott. 17 straight wins until the overtime loss to O'Hara on Sunday. Hearns loses the exchange. And we'll see which team is at the bottom of the pile. North Penn will keep it. It'll be 3rd down and a yard. Coming up with it at the bottom of the pile for North Penn appeared to be the center, Donnie Mengel.
It was Mengel who came up with it. Very alert play. That ball was loose, and it had every opportunity for Greenshirt to pick that up. Take a look at it. This was an exchange problem between the center and the quarterback, and that pile got really thick very quick. But probably the advantage was that Mengel knew the ball was loose because he's the one who dropped it.
This tight North Penn formation. They give it to Stoll. 2nd effort may have given him the 1st down. Pete was hit hard at the line of scrimmage, but was able to bounce forward, and he will move the chains. Gain of 2 on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line with under 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
Well, it seems like anything 2 yards or less, they're going to go to Peter Stoll. He has really been the money man in the last 2 games on the short yardage.
you would expect, had a shot of Dick Beck there. Very, very intense coming into this matchup tonight. Not impossible to make the district playoffs, and he's going to call a timeout here with 2 losses. You can even make it with 3. You don't want to get loss number 2 in week number 4 of the season. He'll talk things over. We'll take a break. Timeout in Percy. 3:33 to play first quarter. North Penn up 7-0 and on the move. Back at Poppy Yoder Field in Percy. 3.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. North Penn has a 7-0 lead and a 1st and 10 at the Pennridge 18-yard line. Chris Kazir in motion. Hearns will throw to Gallagher in the flat. Gallagher turns it upfield, stumbles inside the 5, and will be down shy of the goal line. Actually bumped into his teammate Jeff Gill in the process. But Hearns, the quick hitter to Gallagher out of the backfield.
Watch him find it in a flat on a play action, and maybe his own man took him down. Let's wait and see. Tell you what, Gallagher looks a lot faster than he did a week ago. He did run into his lineman, but he was already tripped up in the backfield.
Gain of 15 yards on the play as Gallagher stumbles into Gill to the 3-yard line where it's 1st and goal. Here is Stoll again. He fumbles the football. It's still free in the end zone, and it looks like Pennridge will recover for a touchback.
What a break for Pennridge right here. I've just been lauding Stoll, but he loses the football at the absolute wrong time there, and Pennridge has the football. What a big break there, and picking up there is your main man 22, Kyle Wireman, who was in on a couple plays earlier. Let's take a look at it here. Oh, it was another problem with the exchange, as he never got it cleanly. The ball's bouncing around everywhere in the end zone. And finally, like a yo-yo, it's picked up by Fireman, I believe, number 22. Went off the back official there.
And there is Kyle Wireman to pick it up. Out to the 20-yard line again for Pennridge, familiar territory, but they're happy to be there this time.
Oh, this is a huge break for Pennridge.
Still down 7-0, 3:12 to play in the opening quarter. Greiser in motion from the wing. They'll give it to him in motion. Greiser still on his feet. First down and a whole lot more. Across the 50, down the right sideline, inside the 35-yard line. Ryan Greiser weaving his way through traffic. They'll put him down at the 35 after a gain of 45 on the play.
Wow, what a weapon he is. He is so fast, so deceivingly fast, and he's so strong. You have to tackle him low, and you need a lot of defenders to bring him down. You cannot tackle him one-on-one. He was the first man through on the Delaware Wing T exchange here, and he breaks to the outside. And Halberstadt, who's very fast himself, couldn't knock him down there. And finally goes down the sideline, and he picks up extra yardage before brought down there deep in the secondary, and getting him finally was Callis.
Some good interference run there by wide receiver Billy Egan, number 84, in the way downfield. Out of the shotgun on the ground this time, using Greiser as a decoy, and North Penn not fooled at all as David Cressman is brought down for a loss of a yard back to the 36-yard line. It's 2nd down and 11.
Well, you want to give it to Greiser every play, but it's very hard to give it to him after he just ran 45 yards that hard. Usually they give him a play off, and he didn't fail that time either.
Blake Hughes getting his first start of the season. Blair Dameron, now playing baseball at Westchester, was the quarterback here the last couple of seasons, a fine multi-sport talent. Adam Gerasa, the starter this year, winning the job in camp, but he is out with an injury tonight. So Hughes runs the show, and he hands it off to number 24 again. Greiser dragging people with him that time as Chris Kazir holding on as Greiser goes for 5. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
Well, the North Penn defense was on the right side of their field on that particular play. It was Kazir, made a great play. Watch as he holds the legs. You got to tackle low, and he grabs those legs for dear life because he had plenty of running room. I believe he would have scored had he broken through Kazir.
Ball at the 31-yard line. 1:25 to play first quarter. North Penn leading it 7-0. Pennridge trying to keep the drive alive. Dave Hollenbach in motion. Hughes looking to throw. Under pressure quickly, and he'll go down for the 2nd time. Tough to roll left as a right-handed quarterback, and he was swarmed under. Kalis and Kazir with the pursuit for North Penn. Loss of 4 yards on the play. It'll be 4th down and 10.
Yeah, tough one there for the quarterback. Blake's trying to run it out right here. Take a look at that pursuit. He's got nowhere to go. I think he makes a good decision here, at least, to hold on to the football. He doesn't have much experience with this, and what a first game, Steve, to start against North Penn.
38 seconds to play in the first quarter, and North Penn will take its second timeout of the first half. Dick Beck not liking what he sees from the sideline on defense will come out and talk things over here to defend a 4th down and 10 with North Penn ahead by a 7-0 score. Jeff Hollenbach, in his 8th season as the head coach at Pennridge, lost twice to North Penn last year. And when you talk about this rivalry, 2 neighboring school districts, he and his team maybe have a little revenge on their minds tonight.
This has been a great rivalry. Now, you know, they beat us twice last year, so our kids are certainly thinking about that. But over the past number of years, you know, 3 years ago, we had a chance to knock them off when they were ranked #1. You know, these kids go down to the mall and they see the North Penn Jackets. North Penn kids see the Pennridge Jackets. This is the way high school football should be played.
Jeff Hollenbach has done a great job. 65-22 coming into tonight.
Pennridge certainly has become a power, and they've got a very good 3-0 football team this year, and they're trying to claw back into this one. 4th down and 10 play, even though it's passing opportunity out of the wing tee, I imagine you're going to see Greiser touch the football here.
And now into league play tonight, the Suburban One National Conference opener for both these schools. With Suburban One realigning, you always want to win your league championship as well. Hughes rolling and throwing deep down the right sideline. It is complete to Tobin for a touchdown. Shane Tobin down the right side, 35 yards, and a touchdown for Pennridge.
Wow, what a play. Forget about what I said. Blake Hughes really showed the arm that he's got. You've got a backup like that that can throw a 35-yarder on a dime, and that's a huge play. It came after North Penn called the timeout. So somehow they found something in the defense. They found a seam. One-on-one isolation in the corner, and they got the touchdown to Tobin.
Derek Straub will do the kicking for Pennridge. David Cressman will be the holder. Kyle Kinney, the long snapper, trying to tie the game late in the first quarter. And Straub will boot it through, making it 7-7 with 31 seconds to play in the first quarter. Shane Tobin getting free for his second catch of the year. One a 37-yard touchdown, this one a 35-yard score.
We'll take a look at Blake Hughes rolling out right out of the shotgun. He had his mind set on Tobin the whole time. One-on-one isolation, and he found him in the back of the end zone. As he's able to score, Cal is coming just a little bit too late, and he really had some great arm on this. Watch the arm action. He did have all day to throw. He throws on the run. That throw is right there. Runs under the receiver does, and has the touchdown on the right side of the end zone.
Brandon Turner was able to make a hit, but not in time. As Tobin, who had an 83-yard punt return for a touchdown last week against Bonner, catches the 35-yard touchdown pass. 5 plays to go those 80 yards, and it takes just 2 minutes and 41 seconds.
Steve, it's amazing. Just a couple moments ago, it was about to be 14-0. North Penn fumbles in the end zone as they're going in for their second score, and Pennridge marches right down the field and scores, and it's a whole new ball game. And you wonder what type of confidence it is going to give Blake Hughes. Should give him wonders of confidence. He really made a nice throw right there, and he had the guts to make a big play right there. His first really big play as a high school starter here at Pennridge. Finally gets to throw the ball after getting sacked twice, rolling to his left. This time he rolls right to his throwing side, and he completes the touchdown pass. Straub will kick off. Gallagher is back deep for North Penn, along with Peter Lee. It's a short kick taken by one of the upmen, Kyle Lynch, number 15. Lynch making moves across the 40, out to the 42-yard line. And again, North Penn will have good field position here late in the first quarter. We've talked about a lot of the rankings, whether it's locally or statewide. Philadelphia Inquirer's top 10 in southeastern Pennsylvania. We've got 1 and 3 for you tonight, and the team that beat 3, O'Hara, is at number 2. Yeah, they barely beat North Penn. It was 21-20 in overtime. What a thrower last week. O'Hara getting the win as they block an extra point at the end of overtime. North Penn heartbroken, losing the 17-game winning streak. But you're looking at two teams that on paper and on the field look to be very evenly matched here tonight between North Penn and Pennridge, two powers.
Gallagher is going to throw back to Hearns, who's wide open. Hearns makes one move, trying to break free, and he'll be brought down by Tobin at the 50-yard line. So Gallagher throws back to the quarterback, Hearns. Adam showing some more versatility. They'll pick up 8 yards on the play, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter at Poppy, Yoder Field, and Percy. Blake Hughes getting his first start with a 35-yard touchdown pass late in this first quarter to Shane Tobin, and after one, we are tied at 7. Back with the second quarter right after this. Steve Degler and Jeremy Treatman back at Poppy Yoder Field in Percy, Pennsylvania through one. Jacked up crowd, big game, tie score 7-7 after one period. Heard from Jeff Hollenbach, the head coach of Pennridge, about these two teams playing once again this year. How about Dick Beck? His thoughts on playing his very familiar neighbors.
We played, this was from the old Bucksmont days, which broke up in '86. But Pennridge and North Penn, they border each other geographically. We played each other every year for the last 10 years. Last year we played them twice and beat them twice. Once was in the semifinals of the district championship. So I think there's a lot of familiarity with both teams, and the kids know each other, so it's a pretty tight rivalry.
His North Penn team has the ball. 2nd down and 2 at midfield. Stoll in motion. Hearns gives it to Gallagher. Gallagher has the first down, still on his feet, into the secondary as he battles down to the 36-yard line. A gain of 14 on the play for Gallagher. He has now carried it 6 times for 52 yards.
I'm not sure what Coach Beck and staff told the offensive line and told Gallagher in particular, but these guys are playing fired up, they're revved up, they're blocking better, they're running better, they're hitting the holes faster. Gallagher, honestly, to me, looks a step faster than he did last week. He looks superb here in the early going against the Rams.
And again, they are playing on 3 days rest. Sunday, Thursday, because of the rain last week. Gallagher again, a big burst. Defender slips down, and Shane Gallagher is gone. 36 yards for a North Penn touchdown.
Well, Gallagher's having some kind of first half here today, and he's having some kind of season, but this is his breakout game right now. He's closing in on 100 yards early in the first half with a big touchdown. And again, that great pursuit by the offensive line, just pushing Pennridge's defensive front 7 off the ball, and that's what's making things go, and Gallagher's doing the rest, and his speed tonight is sensational.
88 yards on 7 carries for Gallagher into the end zone for the 4th time this season. His other 3 came in the season opening win against Glen Mills when he ran for 147 yards. He is on pace to shatter that tonight. Strajewski out of the hold of Hearns bangs it through. 11:35 to play in the first half. North Penn back on top, leading Pennridge 14-7.
Well, I know North Penn wanted to get right back out there, losing to Cardinal O'Hara, losing the way they did, losing in overtime, losing on a blocked extra point. As you see Gallagher's quick run, look at that blocking he had between the guard and the tackle on the right side, and the rest he just does it on his own with his great footwork. But North Penn is showing that they got that loss out of their system because they were up for their big rival tonight, Pennridge, and they're really playing well. And again, look at Gallagher. Look at his acceleration, as nobody's going to come close to catching him.
As he cut it back to the center, Shane Tobin slipping down, and that allowed Gallagher to burst right on by to finish off a quick 3-play, 58-yard drive. Took less than a minute for North Penn to go back on top. Special teams again favoring North Penn. We had the short kick and the good return by Kyle Lynch, giving the Knights possession at their own 42-yard line.
You know, during the day, I was calling different people about opinions of what it's like for a high school team to come back on 3 days rest. Will they be banged up after such a physical game against Cardinal O'Hara? And everybody I talked to said, you know, if you're talking professional, college, maybe, but these are high school kids. They probably were ready to play the next day.
They probably were. And I think after you have a 17-game winning streak snapped, you want to get out there as quickly as you can so you can forget about that loss to O'Hara on Sunday.
I'll tell you what, they're looking pretty good. If they're able to win this game, be 2-1, and you got to win over Pennridge, they're still at least have a chance of what they want to do.
Tobin and Roberts back, hoping for a chance to return the Cornock kick. 2 for 2 in touchbacks thus far. This one will be returnable. Roberts, though, slipping down at the 6-yard line, did not have possession while the knee was down. so he'll be able to return it, but he is gang tackled shy of the 20-yard line. That allowed North Penn's pursuit to get down the field, and boy, did they have a meeting with Tristan Roberts.
Yeah, they sure did. Unfortunately for Roberts, he wasn't able to pick that ball up clean, and then he tried to scoop it up a little quicker than he wanted to, and he tried to make something happen. It looked for a second he had a seam on the left side, but there was a sea of white and blue shirts ready to bring him down.
13-yard return for Roberts to the 18. 1st and 10 for the Rams. 11 minutes, 30 seconds to play in the first half.
What an electrifying atmosphere we have here tonight. We have a humongous crowd here for this huge national division in the Suburban 1 League showdown between these two teams.
Greiser on the left wing will go in motion, gets the handoff, trying to sweep the right side, looking to turn the corner. He is tripped up by Kazir and put away by Peter Lee at the 25-yard line. He still gains 7 on the play. It's 2nd down and 3.
Well, that's what they want on first down. Phil Godshaw leading the way. He's the pull blocker here on the right side. Look in your screen, number 73, trying to find the way, seal off the linebacker, seal off a lineman. He's trying to take care of 2 players. Unfortunately, he gets caught from behind. But still, 7 yards is something you'll take on first down every time.
Godshaw, a 6-foot, 235-pound junior. Pennridge pinned back again. Average starting position for the Rams thus far, their own 19.5-yard line. North Penn has started on average at the Pennridge 43. Here is an inside reverse to Hollenbach. Hollenbach fighting for extra yards, will be close to a first down. Tried to get the defense going with Greiser, and Ryan hands off to Hollenbach going the other way. North Penn played this pretty well.
Yeah, I like this call. North Penn, they scouted Pennridge. They know out of the wing tee, show a lot of formations. They know they can try the inside reverse counter, and that's what they tried this time. And they were ready for it, no doubt about it. And they're understanding you need more than one person to bring a carrier down. And right now they got 3 or 4 on every tackle.
Ian Carpenter got to him first, gain of 2 on the play. Timeout for a measurement with 10:21 left in the second quarter. It is going to be 3rd down and less than a yard for the Rams. By that much.
Well, key play right here for the Rams. They'd love to keep this drive moving. They've had trouble stopping North Penn. Quite honestly, North Penn got 2 scores, and they were just about to score a 3rd. They beat themselves with a fumble. They'd have 21 points right now. North Penn, right now, their offense feeling good, and Pennridge worrying a little bit about the defense. There you see Coach Hollenbach, and he'd love, one great thing to do for your defense is to have your offense be effective, and they scored the last time out, and they love to keep this drive going and moving those chains.
Pennridge had a good season last year, 10-3, 2 of the losses to North Penn. In league play, remember the Suburban 1's been realigned. Pennridge 5-0 to win the Colonial last year. Now in Suburban 1 National with all the big schools, Chamonix, North Penn. Hughes keeping it. Good pursuit up the middle by the North Penn defensive line. It is going to be very close.
I'm not sure he got it. It was the right call. They'll go for the quarterback keeper. Let's see where the measurement is.
You got Gerald Bell, number 62, at 270 in there, able to provide a stopgap, and they won't even measure. No gain on the play. It's 4th and a yard for the Rams.
Waiting to see what Coach Hollenbach does here. He hasn't brought out the punter yet, or has he? And he hasn't called a timeout either.
He's talking to Hughes on the sideline. He is going to send his quarterback out there. Whether they run a play is another question.
Well, my feeling is they may try to pull North Penn off sides right here, but with a rookie quarterback in the situation, I'm not sure you try this, but looks like they are going to go for it.
At their own 27-yard line, 4th down and 1. Play clock running down for Hughes. He will keep it, and again, good pursuit initially, but Hughes with second effort looks like he has enough to move the chains. That was all quarterback Blake Hughes.
Wow. What a gutsy call by Coach Hollenbach. Honestly, I thought they were going to punt the football. That's why he's down there coaching, winning all these games, and that was a really gutsy call, and they just barely made it, too. I mean, North Penn's defense was looking for it, and this is a tough spot for this rookie quarterback. He got a great push from behind. I believe it's his fullback who knocked him forward, got enough for that first down. Great job by Pennridge.
Needed 1, got 2 to the 29. 1st and 10 for the Rams, 8:53 to play in the first half. North Penn leading the rushing game right now. And now Little trickery from the Rams. Hollenbach throwing for Tobin. We've got a penalty flag behind the play, and the pass is incomplete as Lee and Turner had coverage. Is this going to be roughing the passer on an option play? Jim Stevenson threw the flag right at the passer. Here. And it is a personal foul against North Penn.
Well, I've never seen that, but also my head was already turned upfield after Hollenbach released the ball. Let's take a look on the replay, see what happened. Hollenbach, you see rolling out. He's got plenty of time. The play was sniffed out.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Turner had the defense on him. Actually, the second defender came on, but he did get drilled, and they get the penalty call.
Good 3 steps after he let the ball go. He took one in the back. That'll be 15 yards. First and 10 for the Rams at their own 44.
I know Dick Beck wanted to lessen the effectiveness of penalties. His team's been hurt by penalties this year. Got hurt a little bit by O'Hara last week making some penalties, and here's a key one right here.
They've averaged 5 flags a game thus far, and a big one right there. Again, a reverse. This time Greiser gets it, and Kazir did not get fooled. He sticks Greiser in the backfield and throws him for a 2-yard loss.
You know, sometimes on that inside reverse counter, the play happens so quickly that the defenders never get out of position. And I think that's what happened here. I think Kazir didn't even have time to try to attempt to go to the other side of the field to make the tackle. Let's take a look. He was right there.
Hughes, the quarterback, tried to help out, but could not make the block. 2nd down and 12 for the Rams at their own 42-yard line.
3 exchange there, center to the quarterback to the first handoff, and then the second handoff happens after that.
Hollenbach in motion. Greiser accepts the shovel pass into North Penn territory. Down the left sideline. Foot race with Gallagher. Greiser into the end zone. Touchdown. 58 yards on the shovel pass, and Pennridge has a chance to tie.
Wow, what a great play. All timing, and once he gets in the secondary, forget it. We've seen how fast Gallagher's been on his touchdown run. Imagine how fast Greiser is running down the field right here. We've got a showdown of showdowns here tonight, as this game is very exciting, living up to all its billing here in the early going.
For Greiser, his 4th catch of the year. First touchdown reception, 9th touchdown overall. Straub to try and tie it. Cressman the holder. Good pursuit by Turner off the corner, but he can't get there. And we are tied at 14 with 7:45 left in the first half. Greiser did all the work on that one, weaving his way 58 yards for the score.
Well executed, well disguised by Blake Hughes, gets it to Greiser, and it's such a quick play. Once he gets into the middle of the field, he can break outside. He had the blocking to get him outside. And now look at the foot race. Gallagher is a fast runner. Greiser a little bigger, maybe a little faster, and he's able to get into the end zone, and he never did get touched. It's the way the quarterback disguises it. That's the way the play works, and he disguised it perfectly. They had no idea the shovel pass was coming, but what's so many times you see a runner go from left to right. This time the runner went from right to left. You don't see that often at the high school level, and Greiser did a wonderful job.
Greiser 4 touchdowns opening week against Hatboro Horsham, 4 touchdowns against Bonner last week, and he goes 58 yards on the short pass this week for his 9th of the season. How about Blake Hughes? First start, 2 for 2, 93 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That's pretty efficient.
Well, he's got so much poise back there. That's the main thing. When you see a young guy thrown out there in a big game in front of over 5,000 people against an arch rival, you're the #1 ranked team in southeastern Pennsylvania, and you're asked to come in and start for the injured quarterback. That's why you take the reps. That's why you're always ready to go, and he's showing that. Jake
Unangst with the kick. Peter Lee on the return. Big hole up the middle. Lee still on his feet. He is going to try and take this one 90 yards. Shane Tobin, though, has other ideas and drives him out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Or right at the 25-yard line, they'll mark him out. 65-yard return for Peter Lee.
Wow, this game's getting more and more fun with every play here, Steve. And I'll tell you what, if you like offense, this has been quite a game already. We've seen a game's worth of offense. Look at this explosive running. It's such an open field. The blocking is just terrific on special teams and on offense for both sides. I'll tell you what, Tobin did a nice job of cutting off the angle right there, because I thought for a second he was going to be gone.
Tobin able to run him out at the 25-yard line with 7:35 to play in the first half. I believe the North Penn sideline is being warned by the officiating crew to stay back.
They're jumping on the field. I don't blame them for being excited. I think everybody was excited, whether you're a North Penn or Pennridge fan, watching Peter Lee run on that one.
Right now, it's like watching a tennis match. One side to the other. Might actually be ping pong. It's happening so fast.
It really is.
Here is Gallagher off the right side. Gallagher and Greiser just so difficult to bring down on a solo tackle. They just keep driving forward. Gain of 7 on the play for Gallagher to the 18-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
It really is impressive how Pennridge is able to get the 2 touchdowns with the young quarterback. He has done such a nice job so far. Blake Hughes, the shovel pass, the long pass down the sideline to Tobin. And now we got North Penn, Dick Beck. He's a little concerned about his defense. Certainly wants to keep that offense putting points on the board.
A lot of movement here on a 2nd down and 3. Kevin Ewell off the left side for North Penn. Moving forward early. The referees will talk this one over. Jim Stevenson has the call for us.
We have a dead ball. False start. Offense. A 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
It will now be 2nd down and 8 for the Knights at the 23-yard line. North Penn only 1 timeout remaining here in the first half, but still plenty of time. 6:52 to play.
Keep in mind, we're probably in 4-down territory, so North Penn should have 2 plays after this to try to get the first.
Gallagher hit initially, does not go down, but very short yardage this time for Shane. Close to the 20-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down. CN8 continues its college football coverage tonight at 7 p.m. as the 2-time defending Ivy League champion Penn Quakers take on the nationally ranked Villanova Wildcats. This Philly rivalry usually played on the hardwood, but tonight it will be on the gridiron at Franklin Field. Penn takes on Villanova tonight at 7, only on CN8. 3rd down and 3. Now penalty flag in, make it 3rd down and 5, pardon me. It'll be 3rd and 10 after this flag.
Well, this has to drive Dick Beck crazy to see the penalties between the offensive line and some of the skill position players jumping off sides, not being sure where they are.
Start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 3rd down.
Adam Hearns on his way to Syracuse next year, getting the play from his head coach Dick Beck. It is now a 3rd down and 10 back at the 25-yard line where this drive started after the long kickoff return by Peter Lee. And Dick Beck is going to take his 3rd and final timeout of the first half. Still 6:05 to play in the quarter. We'll break as well. It is North Penn 14, Pennridge 14. We're back at Poppy Yoder Field in Percy, Pennsylvania, midway through the 2nd quarter in this Suburban 1 National Conference opener for both these teams. Harrisburg Patriot News has North Penn number 3 in Quad A in Pennsylvania, Pennridge number 4 in Class Quad A coming into this weekend's games. North Penn 2-1, the defending state champs. Pennridge 3-0. 3rd down and 10 for North Penn at the Pennridge 25-yard line. Hearns to work out of the shotgun. Blitz is coming. Hearns will put it down and run, and he is tripped up on a beautiful open field tackle by John Small, a 6-foot senior defensive end.
What a terrific play by John Small right there. I really didn't think he was going to be able to cut him down, but Small, first he's coming off the initial block. Now watch him fight off his block, go to the right side. Oh, that's just a great play. A burst of power, and he upended him with the leg tackle. That's a great play.
Loss of 2 yards on the play. It'll be 4th down and 12. John Strajewski is going to come out to attempt a 45-yard field goal. There is Small who made the big play. Strajewski 2 weeks ago in a 10-0 win over Bethlehem Catholic kicked a 36-yard field goal. This one will be teed up at the 35. Hearns the holder from the left hash. Strajewski with plenty of leg and it is good from 45 yards out.
Wow.
Just got it over the crossbar, and it is now 17-14 North Penn as Strojewski connects from 45 yards away.
Well, you mentioned their kicking game. Kornock is knocking kicks deep into the end zone every time he kicks off, and now Strojewski knocking a 45, 46-yard field goal, almost unheard of at the high school level. Look at the hold, perfect. Here's the long kick, and it had plenty of leg. Looked like he could have got another 5 yards there. Tremendous kick, and remember, they lost the game last week on a blocked extra point trying to get less than half of that yardage and couldn't get it to send the game into a second overtime.
Strojewski getting congratulations on the bench.
And he deserves it.
6'2" senior puts North Penn back in front. 17-14 Knights, 5:05 to play before halftime, and without a doubt, North Penn's special teams have been outstanding here tonight.
Well, they got the great run back by Peter Lee. They're getting the great kickoffs, and now a 45-yard field goal by Strojewski.
Not bad when you can score despite losing yards on the drive. That is a big 3 on the board for North Penn, not to waste that long kickoff return by Peter Lee.
Little deflating for the Pennridge defense. Drove North Penn back, made the great tackle. Small made that tackle in the open field, bringing down the quarterback, Hearns. Thought they were in good position to maybe get the ball back, but no. Strojewski had other ideas, and credit Dick Beck and the coaching staff. You need coaches to have faith in your kicker that give them the opportunity to make a long kick like that, too.
Roberts and Tobin again back deep. Kornock will kick it away for North Penn. Last one was returnable. This one will be as well. Tobin from the 2, looking for running room, makes one move to the outside and out close to the 30-yard line. Good job by Shane Tobin. Another nice kick by David Kornock. Blake Hughes getting the start here tonight because Adam Gerasa, who started the first 3 games out with a neck and head injury, took a hard hit last week against Bonner and not able to play tonight. He has engineered the offense so far this year to a 3-0 mark, but just watching from the sidelines in this one.
Well, he's cheering on his understudy. He's done a nice job. Blake Hughes got sacked a couple times early, but has come back to throw 2 touchdowns.
And you wonder if he's feeling a little bit like Wally Pipp did right now, those Yankee fans with Lou Gehrig so many years ago.
Well, the way that Jalessa was cheering for him, looks like he feels he's going to get it back either way. He just wants his team to win, which is great to see. That's camaraderie and teamwork at its best. But, yeah, you never know. You never know if this young junior keeps playing the way he's playing. It's going to be hard to get him out of the lineup.
Duras was out there during warm-ups tonight, too, cheering his teammates on. Jeff Hollenbach said he probably could play, but we are going precautionary all the way with this guy.
Well, it's really hard to mess with a neck and head injury. That's a whole other ballgame.
2nd down and 9 for the Rams. Hughes rolling right, throws this one high in the air and out of bounds as he was under heavy pressure from Ian Carpenter.
That's a smart play, really, by Hughes. He was able to throw it away, and that negates the sack. Saves himself about 5 yards. Let's take a look at it. Rolls out right. He has good mobility. He runs well, but the ankle's cut off there. As you see, North Penn was all over him, and he just threw it out of there.
For the speed by Carpenter, he just was able to get there before the blocker could.
Carpenter's a key player, a fullback on the offense, and a big-time middle linebacker for the defense, and he's in on a lot of plays for North Penn.
But he did save some yardage. It's 3rd down and 9 for the Rams. 4:10 to play in the first half.
That was his first incomplete pass, wasn't it?
Greiser in motion. Throw out to him in the flat. 2 defenders. Greiser makes the move, and he has the first down. Got around Kazir, dragged down by Halberstadt, but not before he gets into North Penn territory at the 47-yard line. A gain of 22 on a little pass into the flat as Greiser again does all the work.
Tell you what, in theory and watching this play develop, it looked like there was no chance to get the first down. There was the isolation on the quarterback as Carpenter came in with the hit. And he makes the catch, but he's so quick to go upfield, and Kazir didn't cut off the angle right there, and Halberstadt has to run him down. That's really a tremendous play by Greiser to be able to stop on a dime, get his feet set and head upfield that quickly.
Well, Greiser has done his damage thus far, catching the football. He'll get a chance to rush it this time, and he is swarmed under at the line of scrimmage. Great pursuit that time by the North Penn defense. Josh Newbert, number 88, a junior, in on the play, along with number 44, Alex Johnson. No gain. It's 2nd and 10 at the North Penn 47. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half.
Well, it's been a very exciting first half. As you mentioned, almost like a tennis match. Every team going up and down, up and down, up and down. A lot of scoring. We've seen 31 points already. Pennridge offense struggled in the beginning, but as this quarterback's getting confidence, play cues, and executing, they are doing great. And Greiser, his running after making catches has been sensational.
As Greiser again off the right side, breaks one tackle as Kazir had a hold of him again. Brought down by John Kalis, just shy of the 40-yard line. At the 41, a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Well, that's the quick hit off the wing tee. It's where Greiser comes around and goes to his quarterback, not the other way around, where the quarterback takes a couple steps back and hands off to the running back. That play, all execution also. You need reps to make that work, and Pennridge has done a good job. They had one fumbled exchange early in the game, but they've been pretty good ever since.
You know, Hughes and Greiser worked on that all week in practice. Greiser shuffles in motion. Shovel pass is dropped. Cressman had 1st down yardage and a whole lot more, but he could not hang on. It'll be 4th down and 4 for the Rams. They went right back to that pass that they scored on a few moments ago, except this time going to the fullback Cressman.
Yeah, he wasn't able to hold on, unfortunately, for Pennridge, and fortunately for North Penn right there. You see Coach Hollenbeck disappointed because he had definitely enough yardage for the 1st down. Now they go for it on 4th and 1 from their own 29-yard line, and now they got 4th and 5 at the 40-yard line of North Penn. We wonder if we got a trick play coming up right here.
Right now in punt formation for the Rams, Jared Vernelson. Back deep for North Penn is Matt Burke. And he will line this one down the right sideline. Burke will let it go, and it will be downed at the 10-yard line. That is a punt of 31 yards, and I like the call. North Penn's out of timeouts. They've got to go 90 yards now. North Penn opening up the season 2-1, beating Glen Mills and then Bethlehem Catholic to start the season. A tough loss to O'Hara in overtime last week. Next week, Pennsbury, then at Ben Salem, Abington, Neshaminy, and at Truman to finish October, and then Council Rock North and the Thanksgiving Day game at Lansdale Catholic, the rivalry game for the Knights and Dick Beck.
There you see Dick Beck get a little animated with Kazir, probably telling him to cut off that corner, as Greiser was able to turn the corner after making the catch a couple plays ago.
11-yard line, 2:06 to play in the first half. North Penn will keep it on the ground. Again, the Knights are out of timeouts. That is Stoll on the carry. Pennridge has started the year 3-0, gave up a lot of yards week 1 against Hatboro Horsham, but Greiser ran for 265 and 4 scores, 295 and 4 scores last week against Bonner. Abington, Neshaminy, and then Truman, Pennsbury, and Council Rock North to finish off October. Ben Salem, CB South, and the Thanksgiving Day game at Quakertown, and Pennridge hoping to be playing into December this year, as are the Knights, who won the state title a year ago. Here is Gallagher on 2nd down. Shane Gallagher able to keep those feet moving, and he picks up a 1st down across the 25 to the 27.
You're exactly right, Steve. Shane Gallagher keeping those legs moving, and that's what you're taught to do. You take a look as he's trying to be pulled down, but if you keep moving those legs, even if they got a hand on you, a jersey on you, they get you low. As long as you keep moving those legs, you're going to drag the defenders with you until you're down. That's what you're trained to do. Gallagher's had a whopping first half.
111 yards on 10 carries. He picked up 13 there to the 27-yard line. 1:05 to play in the first half. Kearns will go straight back this time, throwing incomplete for his tight end, Jeff Gill, on a crossing pattern. Well covered by David Cressman. It'll be 2nd down and 10 with 1:01 to play.
Well, you made a good point a moment ago as Pennridge decides to punt, knowing North Penn's used all of its timeouts, and their most effective play today has been Gallagher running the football, and that takes time off. Hearns, surprisingly, the passing game and Hearns running the football himself hasn't been the most effective part for North Penn in the first half, and that was their most effective last week against Hardin O'Hara, passing the football and also Hearns running. I imagine before this one's over, we're going to see Hearns running the football quite a lot.
2nd and 10 for the Rams. It is Gallagher again. Not a whole lot of running room off the left side this time. Vernelson on the tackle at the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 7. And North Penn, if it indeed wants to run the clock out, will have to snap the ball just one more time. We'll see if Pennridge calls a timeout.
They do.
So the Rams will have 1 left. 39 seconds remaining in the first half. 3rd down and 7 coming up for North Penn.
I think.
Okay, it is finally here. High school football on CN8 is back for another year with even better games, bigger rivalries, and of course, all those hard hits you love to see. Check out CN8 Varsity Sports Zone tomorrow at noon. We've got a great game between Summit and West Exits. That is tomorrow at noon, right here on CN8.
Well, we've had a great one so far, 17-14, North Penn in the lead. Dick Beck again talking to his team. He comes on the field for the timeout. This is really a crucial play. Why not call timeout if you're Pennridge? If you could stop them 3rd and 7 here, you've got a chance to get the football back. We've seen great returns by Tobin already.
Big crowd, young and old, here at Poppy Yoder Field tonight. Some pay a little more attention than others to what's going on out there. What a great atmosphere. This place is absolutely packed.
Coach Hollenbach hoping they can come up with a stop right here and see if they can get enough time to set an offensive play. There you see the stands build here. Wow, what a scene here. North Penn and Pennridge. I don't think any of the luster of this game was taken away after North Penn's loss last week. People are treating this like the 1-2 game, and that's how they treat it.
Hearns gets a chance to run the football here. Adam Hearns still on his feet, leading his way close to midfield, finally tripped up on a big play by Phil Godshall, who got downfield to stop Hearns at the 46-yard line. If Godshall doesn't get him after a gain of 16, look out.
Well, you talk about a guy going to Syracuse. I mean, he's probably the best running quarterback in the entire District 1, and he is running here, tripped up from behind by Godshall, or else he may have gone.
That's what we focused on with Hearns in the open as he spikes the ball with 26 seconds left. It's not a pass, obviously, but it is a big part of their passing game. When he drops back or he rolls out, you can't assume that he is going to throw the football. He has a lot of yardage on the ground over the last couple of years, and you saw why a moment ago.
And he likes running with the football. He has no problem when that pocket collapses. He's got all the confidence in the world. He can run right, he can run left, he can run through people. He's fairly big, he's definitely very strong. And until he gets to the line of scrimmage, he's always a threat to throw the football. He throws you off a lot because he throws sometimes as he gets very close to the line of scrimmage.
Like the guy he idolizes, and one of the reasons why he's going to Syracuse University as a mobile quarterback, some guy named McNabb who plays for the Eagles. Penalty flag on this play as the Rams go all-out blitz here and get to Hearns. We'll check on the call here with 22 seconds left in the half.
Ventreska came in and had the sack, but let's see if this gets negated by a penalty.
Did they start their pursuit too soon, or did North Penn?
Offense, not enough men on the line of scrimmage.
So it is 5 yards against North Penn. You would think that Pennridge will decline this penalty.
They got loss of yardage and the loss of down on that, so I imagine they will accept this penalty.
Loss on the play of 6 yards.
Procedure, offense, penalty has been declined. 3rd down.
So it'll be 3rd down and 16 for the Knights at their own 30, make it the 40-yard line. Hearns over there talking it over with Beck. Clock should start here, and it will. So North Penn does not have to snap the football. You get 25 seconds to run your play, and there were 22 seconds on the clock. And North Penn will head to the locker room in front in a very eventful and entertaining first half at Poppy Yoder Field. North Penn, on the strength of a John Strajewski 45-yard field goal, is up 17-14 on Pennridge at halftime. Stay tuned. Our highlights and first half stats come your way next. Steve Degler and Jeremy Treatman back at Poppy Yoder Field in Percy, Pennsylvania. Halftime of this Suburban 1 National Conference opener. North Penn leading Pennridge by a score of 17-14. Take a look at the highlights from the first half. North Penn drawing first blood midway through the first quarter. Pete Stoll crashing off the right side to make it 7-0. But late in the first quarter, Pennridge answers back.
And Shane Tobin gets open in the end zone, makes the catch for 7.
35 yards out to tie the game at 7 after 1, but then Shane Gallagher puts North Penn back in front early in the second quarter, scampering 36 yards, but again, Hughes with a pass to tie the game.
My favorite play of the half, the shovel pass to Greiser. He does the rest, reversing field, going down the sideline for the touchdown.
58 yards for Greiser to make it 14-14, but with just over 5 minutes left in the half, John Strajewski from 45 yards out from the left hash mark bangs it through, and North Penn leads by 3 at the break.
You can see Pennridge has a significant edge in the passing yardage. North Penn with the rushing yardage. Overall, it's pretty much dead even. Time of possession is pretty close. North Penn has erred by making some penalties, and they also made a fumble in the end zone. But basically, statistically, kind of even. I'm surprised that Pennridge doesn't have more rushing yards, but I'm also surprised they have so many passing yards. Their young quarterback has played very, very well.
Shane Gallagher, 11 carries, 114 yards for North Penn. For Pennridge, Greiser has 104. Steve Degler, Jeremy Treatman back at Poppy Yoder Field in Percy, getting ready to start the second half. North Penn in front, leading at 17-14 over Pennridge. North Penn, the defending Pennsylvania Class Quad A state champions from 2003 when they were 15-0. 10-0 in the regular season, and then a perfect 5-0 run through the playoffs in the districts, beating Ridley, this Pennridge team, and then Interborough in the East Finals, a 38-21 victory over a very good Easton team coached by Steve Schiffert, and then in the state final in Hershey, 37-10 over Pittsburgh Central Catholic, as Eric Halberstadt had an interception, a fumble return, and a 66-yard touchdown run. North Penn, its first undefeated regular season in school history, and a state title to boot, 15-0 a year ago. The Knights will get the football to start the second half. Kicking off for Pennridge is Jake Unangst, a short kick, and again it is Kyle Lynch on the return for Pennridge. Lynch breaks one tackle, but is brought down at the 30-yard line, and that is where North Penn will have it 1st and 10 to start the second half. North Penn player getting up slowly. It is the starting tight end, Jeff Gill, banged up on the play.
Keep a watch out on Gill. He's a very important player on this North Penn team, an experienced player, 6'2" senior. This doesn't look so good.
Gill looks like it's a left leg. Dick Beck on his way out there to take a look as well. Adam Hearns, the quarterback for North Penn. A bit of a quiet first half, throwing the football just 35 yards. He was 2 for 3 actually for 27 yards. He caught a pass for 8 yards. 35 yards total passing in the first half for North Penn. And here is what his head coach Dick Beck has to say about the senior quarterback for North Penn.
Well, I think he's very versatile. He can run the ball, he can throw the ball. He can throw the long ball, he can throw the short ball. He handles the offense very well, and defensively, I think he's a big-time hitter at safety, and kind of makes everybody right in the middle of the field.
Hearns will be without his starting tight end here, Jeff Gill. Under his own power, but slowly leaving the field. First and 10 at the 30-yard line. Shane Gallagher gets the carry off the right side. Greiser with the stop at the 35. Gain of 5 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Knights. Looks like Alex Johnson has come in at tight end. He'll check out as the play is shuffled into the huddle. From the sideline, Coach Beck to Adam Hearns directly.
Well, you see how they're doing it. You saw right on your screen.
Gallagher has been outstanding thus far. 36-yard touchdown run.
On the inside this time to Pete Stoll, who has the first down and more. Right up the middle, he is gone. 65 yards for a touchdown.
Wow, Pete Stoll going through. Forget about that fumble he had in the first half. He more than makes up for it right here. He goes right up the middle of the field, broke a couple tackles, and he showed an explosiveness we haven't seen. He hasn't had too many long runs this year. That was a huge one, and North Penn has quieted this big crowd here at Pennridge.
Here's a guy who had carried just 11 times all season without a touchdown. Tonight, he has carried it 7 times for 76 yards and 2 scores. Boy, and his 1-yard run to open the scoring in the first quarter looks like nothing right now.
Well, he bulldozed over for that one, but this was more than just power. This was speed, this was grace, this was a huge run up the middle.
Hearns handles a low snap, and Strojewski boots it through. And North Penn with its biggest lead now. 11:06 to play in the third quarter. It is 24-14 Knights.
Well, the offensive line starting the third quarter exactly where they started the first quarter. Moving the green shirts off the line. And I'll tell you what, he even bumped into his tight end Johnson right there. There's the tackle that got away. I'm sure Pennridge would like to have that back, try to wrap him up, but his sheer speed surprised, I believe, the Pennridge secondary as he was able to run in there for the touchdown was Peter Stoll. He is a happy man right there on the sideline getting the touchdown.
They get to the end zone quickly again, just 48 seconds, 2 plays, 70 yards. Stoll going the final 65 for the touchdown. Take away his 1-yard run in the first quarter. We've had touchdowns of 35, 36, 58, and 65 yards in this game.
We've had a lot of big plays. We also had the long field goal. We also had a long kickoff return by Jeff Gill that went for over 60 yards. So we've had a lot of big plays in this contest. It's been very exciting if you like big plays. It's a lot of skill position players here that are exceptional, and that's what you get. Exceptional players playing against exceptional players at the key positions: quarterback, running back, fullback, kickoff returner, kicker. These are the guys who make things happen, and the blocking for both sides is very good.
Tobin and Roberts back deep. Cornock to kick it away. He has not had a touchback going in this direction. And Tobin from the 2. Shane will break it to the right side, and he'll be brought down at the 30-yard line. Brandon Turner in on the stop.
Boy, number 22, Kyle Wireman, was trying his best to hold that block for him as long as he could, but finally Turner was able to jump in. He was a second too late. He may have been able to break that one for about another 30 yards.
Well, in his first start, Blake Hughes has done all right for himself. A couple of touchdown tosses in that first half, 3 out of 5 for 116 yards. Playing in place of the injured Adam Jarasa, out with a head and neck injury this week. Greiser, 68 yards on the ground in the first half. He'll try to add to that right here. Not much doing off the right side. Halberstadt there. Ball comes free, but after his forward progress had been stopped. It's a short gain on the play.
They continue to try to run Greiser between right guard and right tackle. They like the push they got on that side. But you see, Greiser's story, as it's been all year, it's his total yardage. It's his receiving and his rushing that makes him exceptional. The shovel pass touchdown was a thing of beauty.
Big Josh Newbert in on that stop, 6'3", 235-pound junior. Gain of a yard on the play for Greiser. It'll be 2nd down and 9 at the 32-yard line. There's Greiser on the left wing. Fumble on the exchange. North Penn says it is Knights football, and the officials agree. Key turnover here as Kevin Ewell, number 74, the junior lineman at 6'4", 220, comes up with the recovery.
Well, this was a problem with the exchange again. Again, it's all timing out of the wing tee. You don't know if it's going to be the wing, the fullback, or the tailbacker is going to get the football. Let's take a look, see what happened here. Doesn't look like the fullback was looking for the football in that play, so I'm not sure where the communication was. Cressman just not able to pick it up. So the ball gets turned over to North Penn, and they gobble it up. You see about 4 or 5 white shirts right there.
Let's see if they go for a quick score here. Already up 10, 24-14. 10:06 to play in the third quarter. Hearns on play action, looking deep, has Gallagher open, and Gallagher unable to hang on after he came back for the football. Are they going to rule that a catch? No, incomplete.
I don't think he had it. Yeah, I think this is the correct call.
Boy, Dick Beck out on the field, not happy at all.
That's because I think he wanted Hearns to release that football earlier. The man was open, and I'm not sure if Hearns thought that Gallagher was going to break for the end zone. He was one-on-one coverage, had the defender frozen, and he's telling his quarterback, throw that football.
I think he's telling the officials.
Yeah, he's telling the officials something too.
Here is Hearns with good protection. He may have a case. Looks like Gallagher had that ball, and then as he was on the ground, it was knocked away by Wireman. Very close call. Incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, it was a catch, and it looked like he was down. And, you know, in high school, as soon as his knee's down and that ball's in his possession, that is a catch.
Now I know why Dick Beck was not happy. Might be a little happier here as Gallagher is on the loose again. Dragged down from behind by John Small, who perhaps saves a touchdown right there.
Well, Gallagher's been awfully impressive. He's made some catches out of the backfield. He's run right, he's run through the middle. Now he runs on the left side, and he runs behind his big blocker right there. Gets some more yardage right there.
Kevin
Nice
Yule
job for Gallagher.
Just recovered the fumble, the lead blocker there.
Playing on that left side.
Officials will call timeout for a measurement with 9 minutes and 38 seconds left in the third quarter. North Penn either with a 1st and 10 or a 3rd down and very short here.
Tell you what, Pennridge has to be very, very careful. Their defense has to make a big stop here. They cannot allow a touchdown for North Penn.
Referee Jim Stevenson waiting for the chains to come across. Talked about Adam Hearns and how dangerous he is. Well, if you're the coach on the other sideline, you have to figure out a way to stop him. And for Jeff Hollenbach of Pennridge, he knows that Hearns is very tough to defend.
He makes people miss. You know, his feet are outstanding, and then after he makes people miss, he can throw the ball down the field. You know, we're just hoping that we cannot allow them to have open receivers tonight, but Adam Hearns is a heck of a football player.
Jeff Hollenbach's team down by 10, and North Penn is driving. It was a 1st down carry for Gallagher, 10 yards on the play. The ball at the 16-yard line. Stoll in motion. Hearns to Gallagher again. For Nelson in on the hit for Pennridge, along with Small, Wireman, and a host of others. Gain of 3 yards on the play to the 13. It'll be 2nd down and 7. See, Hearns goes all the way over to the sideline after every play to get the call from Dick Beck.
Well, it's a very important communication they have. Gives them a little exercise, too.
Gill is back in there at tight end for North Penn. We've got penalty flags as the Knights line up. They had 4 penalties in the first half, none against Pennridge.
Wasn't sure if this is too much time or someone lining up illegally.
Dead ball, false start, offense. It's a 5-yard penalty, and we'll repeat 2nd down.
So it goes to 2nd down and 12 now at the 18-yard line. Oh, what a job he has done in 3 years. This is
27-4
yeah.
state championship. Are you kidding me?
Not too bad.
Not bad at all.
He had some horses last year at the skill positions. Most of them are gone. Hearns returns. Hands off here. Short gain to the fullback Stoll. Talk about the flags. North Penn, 15 penalties in the first 3 games, 5 more tonight.
It's one of the reasons Pennridge still in this contest, and one big fumble by North Penn in the first half. Pennridge's defense, these last 2 running plays, they put 7-8 guys up in the box. That's what they have to do. If you watch, North Penn seems to be changing up their offensive alignment on every play. Now they're going trips right. First time we've seen this.
3rd down and 10.
Trying to spread that Pennridge defense out.
And they have Gill split out to the left. And movement again as they were giving it to Stoll. As the field was spread out trying to cover those receivers, they were going up the middle. But another penalty on the play. And you can just see the frustration for Dick Beck.
Illegal procedure.
He's frustrated
offense,
because this is one of those games
penalty.
he probably feels his team should be up
Repeat
more.
3rd
Penalties
down.
have hurt.
It's now 3rd and 15 for Hearns and company. At the 20-yard line, just under 8 minutes left in the third quarter. North Penn has a touchdown since halftime. The Knights up 24-14.
Well, you replace half your starters. You replace guys like Casertano, who's now at Delaware. You replace Kevin Akins, who's at Boston College. You replace a couple linemen. Everybody expects, oh, it's North Penn, well-oiled machine, defending state champs. Hey, it takes time for the new unit the next year to get it all together. It's going to take time.
Just a handful of starters returning. They're playing another tough road game. Screen pass to Carpenter is well defended by John Small, and that'll be well short of the first down. Looks like we're going to see Strajewski once again.
Well, that's one good thing about North Penn stalling right here. They've got a field goal kicker at the high school level who can make field goals between 40 and 50 yards. They're going to have to try it again. This play well sniffed out. Again, North Penn has been well scouted by Pennridge. They know that Hearns loves the screen pass to the fullbacks coming out of the backfield. They were right there. Linebacker was right there.
That one picked up just 3 yards, and now Strajewski with a chip shot for him, 34 yards. Hit from 45 from the left hash in the first half. Hearns the holder. Strajewski just gets this one inside the left upright, his second of the game, and it's now a 27-14 lead for North Penn.
He is some kind of weapon. I'll tell you what, that one looked like it could have gone for close to 50 also. It had plenty of distance, plenty of strength. Now let's take a look at it from this angle, straight on. It was the accuracy, you see it just goes in before that left upright. Wow.
You watch Strajewski trying to keep that one inside the left pipe.
Another day in the office.
Yep. Didn't do too much to try and get that one back in.
Tell you what, that offensive line, they're not allowing anybody to get near the kicker this week. If they had that mental lapse at the end of the O'Hara game in overtime, got that extra point block, and prevented them from going to a second overtime. And you can see they're really concentrating on North Penn's front seven, trying to barrel in there and block a kick.
Strajewski has hit from 45 and 34 now, and it's a 13-point lead for North Penn. 6:49 to play in the third quarter. David Cornock, the other part of this kicking tandem, will try and send it deep again. Back for Pennridge. Tristan Roberts on the right. There's Shane Tobin on the left.
I'll tell you what, it still was a big stop. Even though North Penn got 3, they're still 2 scores away from taking a lead, so they're still in the game, exactly where they want to be.
And this one does go into the end zone. Third touchback for Cornock tonight, and Pennridge will have to start at its own 20-yard line.
But Cornock again helps his team.
I'll tell you what, special teams may be the factor in this game right now for North Penn.
Well, there's no question. Strajewski's given him 6 points. Gill gave him a great kickoff return.
You know, how much do you think that Dick Beck worked on special teams this week? They played Sunday. It's Thursday. He had 3 days to get ready for a good Pennridge team. Special teams probably a bit of an afterthought in practice this week, and boy, those guys have come through.
Well, they have. They take a lot of pride. They know they made a mistake at the end of the Cardinal O'Hara game, and all facets of special teams working on high cylinders, high gear tonight.
Yeah, you had that on top of it, that they had the extra point blocked. Here is Greiser going the other way, trying to answer back quickly. Ryan Greiser is still on his feet, spinning to the end zone, and he will go 80 yards for a spectacular touchdown run.
Are you kidding me? This guy is fantastic, and he's bringing them right back. Just when it looked like Pennridge was out of it, Greiser goes back down the right sideline in one play, and Ernest Turner took him on his back. He took him with him, half the distance from the 20 to the 10. There you see the Ram. They are very excited. They're back in it. How many more big plays now over 50 yards? About 7. Something amazing we're seeing here tonight between some star skill position players stepping up here in the spotlight.
Straub for the point after, Cressman the holder, trying to make it a 6-point game. And he does. 27-21 North Penn with 6:35 to play in the third quarter.
Let's take a look at the run. Where's Greiser? He's got his blockers right side. He cuts it back up the field. He's so good at the cutback, and now he recuts it back to the right side. Goes down the sideline, And here's the thing that I'm sure it shocks even the North Penn guys who know him. He can outrun them, and even when they catch him, he can drag them with them. He's finally run down here by Turner, but he takes him with him right to the end zone. Take a look for this ankle. Power sweep right, but he cuts it back. He knows exactly when to cut back. I love the way he takes it back to the outside the second time. And look at that acceleration. He is so surprisingly fast and strong. Look at the strength part right here.
And the balance to stay in bounds after the spin and finish off the 80-yard run.
Get off my jersey, he said.
Greiser now 149 yards on 10 carries, and he was the scoring drive. Took him 14 seconds to scamper those 80 yards.
I wonder if Coach Hollenbeck's upset it took him 14 seconds to score. That should have taken about 9 or 10, don't you think?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Here's you next. Peter Lee from the 7-yard line. Again, a big hole up the middle. Great move across the 30 to the 35. Peter Lee sidestepping a tackler. It'll be 1st and 10 for North Penn at the 36. And I know we've talked about it a little bit tonight, but as you get now to the latter portion of the third quarter and into the fourth, it's a very warm night. You have to wonder about the stamina of this North Penn team coming back on 3 days rest.
Well, we'll see. I mean, we talked about at the beginning, we didn't feel like me and you, we would think that they're tired and it would be a very difficult week, but it sure looks like they've had their legs. These are young high school kids who say that they can bounce right back and play 3 days later. So far, they've proven us all wrong.
Gallagher, the single setback, has a lot of bounce in his step across the 40, near the 45. It's been Gallagher and Greiser back and forth, both well over 100 yards.
Well, I'll tell you what, it also hasn't been a game where one offense has been on the field a lot compared to the other. Both the time of possession's been pretty even. There's been a lot of big plays. There's been a lot of breaks, a lot of timeouts, a lot of extra points, a lot of time for them to rest, and I think that makes a difference.
Gain of 9 on the play for Gallagher to the 45-yard line. He has 141 yards on 15 carries, averaging over 9 yards a pop. Hearns again has a problem on the exchange, and Pennridge has the football. In North Penn territory, it is John Small at the bottom of the pile, and the Knights have turned it over.
Big number 51's having a terrific night. He made the great open field tackle against the quarterback Hearns in the first half. He's able to pounce on this football. Again, North Penn killing themselves with the mistakes. This ball pops loose. Alertly, Small jumps right on it. That's what you got to do. You got to make sure you have possession of the football. You're not going to go anywhere with it. Just jump on that football, hold on for dear life. That's what he did.
Knights only a +1 in turnovers through 3 weeks. They had put the ball on the ground 8 times in those 3 games and lost 6 of them. Big fumble lost here. Guess who gets the football for Pennridge? Greiser running out of real estate this time. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Still able to gain 6, maybe 7 on the play, depending on the spot.
Well, Greiser's Mr. Dependable. They like the power sweep right here. He comes off on a timing play, again, out of that wing tee. If quarterback's not looking for him, he runs to the quarterback, grabs the ball on a timing execution play, and gets out of bounds. But again, that's a very good carry for first down, Steve.
He picks up 7 on the play to the 39, 2nd down and 3. They'll go left side with Greiser this time, and Pete Stoll able to pursue and make the play with Gerald Bell. Cut down there was Greiser, but boy, is his head coach, Jeff Hollenbach, happy to have this senior.
Ryan's a heck of a football player. He is certainly the key, I think, in terms of us moving the football and possibly what's happening on defense, too. He's a great combination of power and speed. He can run over people. He can make people miss in the open field. I'm glad he's on my side.
And why not? Lost 5 there, though. 3rd down and 8 for the Rams at the North Penn 44-yard line. 4:55 left, third quarter. North Penn is up 27-21. Hughes out of the shotgun. Greiser in motion. Looking for that shovel pass. It is complete to Crespin, the fullback. Halberstadt in on the stop along with Josh Newbert. Just inside the 40-yard line to the 39. It'll be 4th and 3. after a gain of 5 on the play.
Well, let's see if they go for it. Here, Crespin's able to hold on to the football here. First, he makes the initial block. They disguised the shovel pass well. He had a bobble and he had a drop pass earlier. That's a big play by Crespin, getting him 6 big yards here, setting up the 4th and short. And because the ball's inside the 40-yard line in North Penn, and because they're trailing by 6 in the second half, they're going to go for it.
This time Hughes came all the way over to the sideline to get the call. Greiser will line up on a wing left.
Always have to know where he is on the field.
4th down and 3 for Pennridge. Hollenbach in motion. They run the reverse with Greiser. Greiser battling. It is going to be very close. Spin at the end maybe got him the yardage necessary. Ball came loose, but after the runner was down.
Well, this all depends on the spot from...
He's got it. From that spot, he's got it, I think.
Wow, I think that...
Oh, you know what, though? They spotted the official on the far side of the field. The official on our... And look at Jeff Hollenbach is saying the same thing. The guy on this side of the field, another foot forward for Pennridge.
Well, what I was going to say is the way I saw him fall down, I thought he was short. I think this is accurate. I know Coach Hollenbach's not happy, but again, from his angle, they can't see exactly where he fell. I think the ball popped loose, and it may have deceived a lot of fans here.
Doesn't matter.
This is close.
Got it.
Wow. And North Penn cannot complain. They got the spot, and I think the officials did a great job finding exactly where this ball fell to the ground on the tackle. Let's wait and see here. Tell you what, this is an unbelievable job because he was stacked up. And that's all Mr. Greiser. That was very, very close.
Tough 3 yards for a 1st down. 3:35 to play 3rd quarter. Clock running. 1st and 10 Pennridge at the 36-yard line of the Knights. Hollenbach in motion. Hughes again looking for that shovel pass to Greiser. Instead, he'll keep it off the right side. Gets buried out of bounds by Kyle Lynch, but close to another 1st down.
Tremendous decision right there. He saw that the shovel pass was covered. He saw the option was covered. Hey, you got another option. You're the quarterback. You've got the football. Let's see if you can run behind this guy. And he does. He turns the corner, and now he's running like a running back. Makes a big run to boot.
Takes the big hit on top of it. 11 yards for Hughes and a 1st down to the 25-yard line.
One risky part of that is you certainly don't want your backup quarterback to get hurt.
Crespin on 1st down, short yardage up the middle.
Boy, anything they can get out of Crespin will really help take the load off of Greiser and your quarterback and the passing game here. If you can get the fullback getting some yardage up the middle. Carpenter's just been a rock in the middle of the field.
Pickup of 2, 2nd down and 8 at the 23-yard line. Hughes has been outstanding, showing poise back there, his 1st start. 2 touchdown passes thus far. Crespin is the lone setback behind him. Hollenbach and Greiser on the wings. Hughes looking to roll and throw. It is short and incomplete. Billy Egan in the area along with Dave Hollenbach. Again, a tough chore for a quarterback who throws right-handed to roll left and get rid of the football with anything on it. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
I believe it was John Callis who came in on a corner blitz that time and was right on it. But again, the young quarterback makes a quick decision. I'm not going to get sacked. I'm not going to lose 5 or 6 yards for my team. And he was able to get rid of the ball in a safe spot where it didn't get intercepted. I think it was a good play.
Just under 2.5 minutes to play.
And again, you're in 4-down territory right here. You'll imagine see a couple of plays designed for short yardage here. Don't have to get it all here on 3rd down.
Again, Greiser in motion. Gets the handoff, turns it upfield. He'll be shy of the 1st down, but he does pick up a good chunk of it. It'll be 4th down and short.
Well, that's exactly by design. They weren't expecting him to get the whole 9 here. They're expecting to give him a 2nd chance. He got most of it right there. Straight handoff. The second the quarterback gets the football, they hand it off to Greiser, goes left to right out of the wing tee, out of that wing position, and then he turns it upfield, and it seems like something good happens every time he touches the ball.
Gain of 6 yards on the play. It's 4th down and 2 at the 17-yard line. the backfield this time. Greiser, the deep man, on the counter. Greiser tackled by Carpenter. It'll be close. Officials will check it out. We'll take a break while they do. 1:35 to play in the third. 27-21 North Penn in front. Back at Poppy Yoder Field in Percy, Pennsylvania. 1:35 to play in the third quarter. Referees calling for the chains here to measure. The ball just inside the 15-yard line. And once again, Greiser, by half the length of a football, moves the chains.
Well, it's hard to believe a game that is played so hard, so long, can come down to just inches of a football. But it does, and that's twice now. Greiser has just barely gotten the first down with some extra lunges with that football. And this was on a 4th and 2. Great run, and again, Pennridge keeps this drive moving.
15 carries, 162 yards for Greiser. 1st and 10 at the North Penn 15-yard line. Hollenbach in motion. It is Cressman, the fullback, straight ahead, still on his feet, barreling toward the goal line, and Cressman is in for a touchdown.
Well, that's what happened when you're so concerned about Greiser going outside. You see Hollenbach in motion, and then you get the fullback trap, first man through, and if you get that initial block between the guard and the tackle, you could be gone, and somehow the middle of the field got open that time. All timing play, and we got a tie game. Can you believe it? It wasn't that long ago it looked like North Penn had total control of the game, and now we're tied at 27, and Pennridge with a chance to go ahead.
Straub with the extra point. Cressman, who just scored the touchdown, is the holder. Straub is 3 for 3. And he is now 4 for 4, and Pennridge is on top for the first time tonight. 28-27 Rams.
I don't know what else you could say. This has just been one fantastic football game. So exciting, so many big plays. Fullback trap, and you know, again, that's the second time today we see somebody hit from the side instead of bringing down from the ankles, but Cressman had enough to get the touchdown. And Halberstadt, we've seen him try to pull fullback down a couple times, but he crossed over the goal line, got the touchdown.
For Cressman, his 3rd rushing score of the season. Came in averaging 6 yards a carry. And tonight, just 22 yards on 7 carries, but he puts Pennridge in front with that 15-yard run.
We had a tough night up until this touchdown. Forget about what happened before. He just gave him the go-ahead touchdown. Right now, he's the hero.
Kicking off for Pennridge will be Jake Unangst, as Cressman will take a well-deserved break.
And I was thinking there may be a mental edge for either one of these teams at some point with momentum, things going well, offense, defense, special teams, forget it. Both these teams feel totally confident they can get back in the game at any time.
That was Lee and Gallagher back deep for North Penn. Good kick by Unangst this time. And Lee will get a chance to run it back. Peter Lee making moves but not getting anywhere, just back to the 20-yard line, as Pennridge stayed in its lanes nicely that time. North Penn will have it with 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Time for Adam Hearns and company to try and make a big play.
You're right, they did stay in their lanes. They stayed at home there. It looks like that time the kickoff returner went towards all the green shirts, didn't have the blockers. And there's Teresa taking a look. He's the biggest cheerleader of the night, biggest teammate of the night tonight. He's been cheering everybody coming in, especially his understudy, who's had a great game, the quarterback Blake Hughes.
Call it the 21-yard line for the Knights. Back split behind Hearns. Stoll and Gallagher. Kazir in motion. Hearns rolling. Throwing quickly to Gallagher in the right flat. Gallagher will go down while being pursued by Rick Ventresca.
A lot of pressure on Hearns. He's a little ginger with an ankle from last week that got banged up against Cardinal O'Hara. But again, they get 4 or 5 on first down. They'll take it. Tough catch for Gallagher. That really isn't an easy play.
2nd down and 6. Gallagher with his 2nd catch of the night, 3rd of the season. Ball just shy of the North Penn 25-yard line.
Boy, the conditioning of these athletes on both these teams has to be something special.
Gallagher again. 3 into the secondary. Near the 35-yard line. Tackle made by Wireman. Gain of 10 yards on the play, 1st and 10 for North Penn at its own 35-yard line. And it looks like the Knights will be content to let the third quarter clock run out here. Down for the first time tonight. They were up 10 early in the third quarter. Pennridge has come back with a pair of touchdowns. Second one by David Cressman, a 15-yard run has Pennridge in front, 28-27 as we go to the fourth quarter in Percy. Steve Degler and Jeremy Treatman back at Poppy Yoder Field in Percy, beginning the fourth quarter. North Penn, the defending state champs, with the ball down a point, 28-27 Pennridge. 1st and 10 Knights at their own 35-yard line. Hearns fakes the toss, quick handoff to Peter Lee, and that goes nowhere.
Inside counter tray, and it was stopped right away. Great pursuit by the front four of the Rams that time. Dick Beck going to his bag of tricks and trying to come up with a 2nd and long play. You know, this game has the feeling, Steve, that whoever gets the ball last and has the opportunity to score last is going to win the game.
Almost like being the home team in baseball. Get the bat last. We'll see who gets that opportunity here tonight. No gain in that play. 2nd down and 10 for the Knights.
There have been many punts, that's for sure. And the score could be much higher on both sides if there weren't mistakes. There were a couple fumbles on both sides.
Offset eye, Gallagher the tailback. It is the first man through, Stoll. Stoll banging his way for another 1st down. And boy, the two fullbacks living large right now, Cressman and Stoll, because you have to key on Greiser and Gallagher if you're the defense.
We have to keep the defenses honest, but on the other end, they both scored touchdowns. I mean, Stoll went down the field for a big gainer. I think it was a 65-yard touchdown earlier. He also has a 1-yard touchdown. Quick hitter, and look at these blocks he had. Actually, he got through 2 of the tackles on his own. So that was even more impressive run looking on it on the replay.
11-yard gain on the play. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Knights at their own 46-yard line.
Well, the one thing you could say about both these teams, they're experienced teams in the playoffs. One knocked out the other. North Penn knocking out Pennridge last year. A lot of these guys have returned from last year's team. There's some playoff coaching experience, and there's some playoff playing experience for a lot of these guys too. So they're not overwhelmed by this situation, by this huge crowd.
Backs in the eye this time. Play action. Hearns looking, heaving downfield for Kazir, and it's incomplete. Flag on the play. Is it Wireman? Is it Kazir? There was contact both ways.
No, I think they're going to call this against Wireman for sure, especially judging by Coach Hollenbach and his staff's reaction on the sideline. Tell you what, that looked like one of those up for grab balls. You don't usually see it call on that, but apparently the officials thought there was some obvious interference. They do call it on Pennridge, so it's a big play. Let's take a look at the replay. First of all, the quarterback comes to complete stop, and he throws this off his back leg up in the air. Boy, that's a tough call.
And Wireman perhaps being called for backing in right here.
Let's take a look at what Hearns thinks. First of all, what's the power of his arm? Probably not the best technique on the throw, but he did get it off. Now he looks upfield to see what happened. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it good? Is it bad? It's good.
So into Pennridge territory after the 15-yard penalty at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Knights. Gallagher, just a couple. Someone had him around the ankle. I believe it was John Small. Jared Vernelson also in on the hit. Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, Jared Vernelson was in on that play. He's starting to make some plays here in the second half. I'll tell you, you mentioned fatigue being a factor. I think the defensive front on both sides has been a factor because we've seen a lot of passing plays. We've seen the fake shovel plays. We've seen sweeps. Tough game for a defensive lineman tonight.
Here's Gallagher with some room on the sweep as he cuts it back inside, though. Vernelson able to stop him shy of the 1st down. They'll put it down about the 32-yard line. It'll be a 3rd down and 3.
Excellent tackle. Now remember, North Penn doesn't need to get a touchdown to go ahead. They've got the powerful kicker in Strejewski. He's already kicked 2 from 47 and 34. That's the big weapon to have also.
Right now, it would be about a 49-yard field goal attempt.
doesn't seem like wind is a factor tonight either.
Hearns keeping himself, and he will not come close. No gain on the play. Small again in on the stop. Cressman was there as well. He may have even lost a yard there.
So let's see what Coach Beck does here. What do you think? Close to 50-yard field goal?
Right now to be right about 50. I think he's going to go for it here on 4th down and a long 3. Short 4, depending which side you're rooting for.
Well, there's over 9 minutes left in the 4th quarter, so there's plenty of time regardless of the outcome here.
Give it to Gallagher. Gallagher spinning, and it is going to be close. I don't think he has enough, though.
I think maybe on the second effort he does. Let's see on the spot. I'll tell you what, Greiser and Gallagher on these 4th down runs have been fantastic.
He needs to get across the 30-yard line. The ball is right on the stripe. The referees are going to make sure they're going to call timeout for a measurement with 8:53 to play. While they bring the chains out, we would like to thank a couple of folks here in the Pennridge School District for their help and cooperation in making our telecast possible this week. Special thanks to Rich Brandt, who takes care of the facilities. And I think you can tell by the home reaction, he was short. And also a big thank you to the athletic director here at Pennridge, Joe Thompson, for all of their help this week and tonight. Well, Dick Beck will have to play some defense now. Not happy with 8:53 to play.
Paul, we talked about a game of inches. I mean, that's supposed to be baseball, not football. 2 4th downs for Pennridge. They convert. They made it barely by the nose of the football. Here, by the nose of a football, not making it is North Penn.
28-27 Pennridge.
Now North Penn's defense is going to have to win it for them. They're going to have to stop Pennridge right here. And Pennridge's offense has been hot of late on their last 2 possessions.
8:53 to play in the 4th quarter. Quick toss to Greiser. Greiser cutting it back inside. Brought down by Lynch, and also big number 62, Gerald Bell, who goes 270, gain of 4 on the play to the 34. It's 2nd down and 6.
I think the best thing Pennridge can do right now is to do what's got you here. That's all these different alignments you see offensively. Forget the simple handoff and go into the middle of the line. Spread Greiser around the field. You can't get conservative right here. I think that was a great 1st down call, getting Greiser out in the open field, see what he can do. And he got 4 yards on 1st down. They have to be pleased with that.
Hughes will go out of the shotgun this time, standing between Cressman and Greiser. Greiser will get the carry. He'll be a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Halberstadt in on the tackle along with Carpenter. 3rd down and 2 after a gain of 4.
It's been such an interesting game. If somebody asked me who scored more touchdowns today, instinctively I think North Penn, but actually Pennridge has more touchdowns, 4-3. North Penn was in the end zone one time, fumbled, and they had a couple other drives stalwarted by penalties or a mistake or a fumble, and Pennridge now is taking advantage. They've got the 1-point lead. They're in the catbird seat right now if they can keep this drive moving.
They'll need to convert a 3rd down and 2.
Shift left this time.
Who else but Greiser? Halberstadt had him, could not put him away. Neither could Newbert. Greiser into North Penn territory inside the 40-yard line, just breaking tackle after tackle along the way.
He is one determined runner, Greiser. He is just tremendous. As you said, it looked like he might not even be able to get the 1st down. He ends up getting about 20-some yards on the play.
23 for Greiser.
And you know, that's not Halberstadt's fault. He's doing a great job trying to fend off the block. He's trying to tackle a guy a lot bigger than him, 6'1", 210. Greiser is tough to take down. But again, the North Penn guys, they're tackling high. See how finally he goes down by tackling the legs, tackling low.
18 carries, 193 yards. 7 shy of his 3rd 200-yard game of the season. Will he get it right here? Still battling, moving the pile forward down to the 35-yard line.
You know, in some respects, if Pennridge is going to go down and score, it won't be the worst thing in the world for North Penn. At least they will have an opportunity to get that football back, because right now they're not able to stop them at all. That is, if they only go for 1. It'll be interesting to see what Pennridge does if they do score. If they go for 2 points, then it becomes a 9-point game. But they're still at the 35-yard line. Plenty of yardage to go here.
Approaching the midway point of the fourth quarter, Pennridge with the ball on the move and leading by a point.
North Penn defense needs a huge stop. They've got almost everybody up in the box right here.
Hughes, play action, again rolling left under pressure, going way back, now loading up and firing out of bounds. Nobody there, and that's another smart play by Hughes. He literally saved 20 yards, and Dick Beck is not happy that there was no flag there.
That could have been an intentional grounding, but the other thing is this is a complete Houdini act. I mean, it's not Hughes, it's Houdini Hughes right now. Look at him throw. Oh yeah, there's the intended receiver right there.
Yeah, buying a hot dog.
That's right. He may have got away with one there, but 3rd down and 5, it's still a smart play.
CNA continues its college football coverage tonight at 7 p.m. Two-time defending Ivy League champ Penn takes on nationally ranked Villanova at Franklin Field. This Philly rivalry on the gridiron. Penn takes on Villanova tonight at 7 o'clock, only here on CN8. 3rd down and 5, looking for the shovel pass. Not there to Hollenbach. Now dump for Hollenbach. He makes the catch on the deflection, but for very little, if any, gain. Very dangerous throw, as Lee, Lynch, and Carpenter were all right there, and nearly an interception.
It was nearly an interception, kind of a dangerous play right there. Kind of get caught up in the moment right there, did the quarterback, but Hollenbach did really a beautiful job of getting this football back. He had all day, and this time that's because the linemen and the linebackers stayed at home, because sometimes when you go rush that quarterback, it looks too good to be true. They set up the screen, they smelled it out. Quarterback didn't know what to do that time. Here's the play of the game to this date, 4th and 5 from the 35-yard line.
Loss of a yard on that play. Pennridge a perfect 4 for 4 in this spot tonight.
Going to Greiser, you can count on it.
Hollenbach in motion. Hughes again, a deep drop, throwing for Greiser. He's open and it's complete for a 1st down and a whole lot more. Flag on the play as Greiser takes it inside the 10-yard line. We'll check on the flag.
What an unbelievable play that time. The quarterback was in big-time trouble. He showed all the poise in the world, Blake Hughes. He had to wait a long time for Greiser to cut across the field. We knew it was going to him. We just didn't know if he'd have enough time to get to him. Now the penalty becomes a big factor, and Dick Beck doesn't look happy about the penalty call.
Yeah, he threw that ball a long way after the very deep drop. Referee Jim Stevenson in the white cap trying to sort things out here.
All right. Illegal block in the back here. 10-yard penalty. It will be 1st down.
It's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Even with the 10 yards marked off, it'll be enough for a 1st down. They're 5 for 5 on 4th down conversions.
Well, you go for the point of the game if Pennridge is going to hold on and win, and it's definitely going to be 4th down conversions, 5 for 5. This Greiser kid is something special, that's for sure. You know, it's always great in a big-time environment when you see the big-time players like Gallagher and Hearns, and especially Greiser tonight, play the way they're playing. Strievsky with the kicks. They get the 10 yards back, but Pennridge doesn't care about that. Coach Hollenbach doesn't care. They got the 1st down. That's all that matters.
Could have had a whole lot more inside the 10. Instead, the ball marched back to the 28-yard line, so the penalty occurred at the 18-yard line.
But again, the point is you have to look at the clock too, 4:49 to go. If they're not going to be able to stop Pennridge, and Pennridge was going to go in and score, you don't necessarily know what's better at this point. North Penn's defense has to show that they can stop them here within 4 downs. They've got another chance right here to do it.
Gain of 17 yards on the play before the penalty. Jeff Hollenbach wants a timeout on the Pennridge sideline, does not get it. Inside handoff to Greiser, and Ian Carpenter wraps him up immediately. And now we know why Jeff Hollenbach wanted the timeout.
Well, he obviously saw an adjustment made defensively by Dick Beck. Maybe they stacked the line there a little bit more. It looked like they had 9 up instead of 8. Maybe they were looking for that inside counter, didn't like the positioning, and coaches usually are right about those things. They lose yardage, and it's a big play for North Penn.
Loss of 3 back to the 31-yard line, 2nd down and 13. See, the clock continues to run, approaching 4 minutes. Pennridge has the ball. The Rams in the green uniforms moving from right to left. They're up by a point.
This is an absolute battle here tonight.
Two of the top teams in the region, two of the top teams in Class Quad A in the state of Pennsylvania.
And they both put on a show tonight.
And we've got a delay of game called against Pennridge. So it's going to be 2nd and 18 now.
Dead ball, delay of the game, offense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
Jeff Hollenbach calling his quarterback, Blake Hughes, over to the sideline. Hughes is 6 for 10 for 137 yards and 2 touchdowns. And twice he has avoided big losses on sacks by simply throwing the ball away.
1-point lead for Pennridge. They're clinging in for dear life. They want to take as much time off here as they can. North Penn, unlike most high school teams though, has a field goal kicker. If they get the ball back, they don't have to get in the end zone to win this game. Unless Pennridge scores a touchdown here.
On a 2nd down and 8, delay to Greiser. Greiser hit down hard, but he gets a big chunk of the yardage back inside the 25, close to the 22-yard line.
Dick Beck has to call a timeout right here. He did not want to do that, but they got too much yardage on this play, making the significance of this 3rd down play so much more important.
Dick Beck will take a timeout. We will as well. 3:41 to play in the 4th quarter. Pennridge 28, North Penn 27. Back for the finish right after this. 3 minutes, 41 seconds left. 4th quarter, Pennridge has the ball and a 1-point lead. Greiser, 305 total yards tonight, 207 on the ground, his 3rd 200-yard rushing game, and 98 yards receiving in this one. 3rd and 5 for the Rams. Hughes rolling, scrambling. Kazir drags him down, and Dick Beck will exhaust another timeout. Lost back to the 26-yard line. It'll be 4th down and about 8 for the Rams.
Well, he wants to make sure his defense is ready. That time they used the star player Greiser as the decoy, and the quarterback was not able to turn the corner. Kazir made a great open field tackle. We'll see what happens here on 4th down, and they're definitely going to go for it. They need to get to the 20 for the first. If they don't get it, North Penn just has to go pretty much 80 yards down the field.
Dick Beck in the middle of the huddle saw his team's 17-game winning streak come to an end on Sunday, losing in overtime to Cardinal O'Hara 21-20. He said the one good thing, though, with the short week, not a lot of time to dwell on that loss.
Well, as I said, we have a short week. We played Sunday, now we're going to play Thursday night. You know, we have a chance to get this taste out of our mouth, and I think that's hopefully to our advantage. We're going to try to start another streak tonight.
He has some work to be done to accomplish that. Down a point, he does not have the football, and only 3.5 minutes remain. Pennridge is 5 for 5 on 4th down conversions. Hughes to work out of the shotgun. Greiser is on the left wing, number 24. Hughes going elsewhere, looking downfield, and Lynch able to knock it away. What a play by Kyle Lynch as he got in front of Jared Bernelson to knock it away.
Wow, what a play. I thought you might see a penalty there. Wasn't sure. They had a one-on-one isolation. Bernelson, they surprised everybody in the stadium. Tell you what, this play was right there, but Lynch got his hand up and made a game-saving play to date, at least for right now. He's given North Penn a chance. This, in watching the replay, is just an absolutely great defensive play.
And he did not make contact with the receiver when he reached out with the left arm. Kyle Lynch, the 5'9" senior, giving North Penn some life. And as Jeremy mentioned, and a great point, they don't have to go 75 yards to win this game. They really only have to go 30 yards to get Strajewski in field goal range.
Well, I'll tell you what, I was curious, as were a lot of people in the stadium, to see if they'd go for the 50-yard field goal to give them a chance to go ahead their last possession, as they get a 5-yard penalty here for, looks like, taking too much time. But if they get in that position again, we're all going to see the 50-yard attempt. I have a feeling it may come down to that.
5-yard penalty.
They now have the ball back at the 20-yard line, 1st and 15. North Penn just used 2 of its timeouts on defense there to save some clock. Gill, Halberstadt, and Carpenter, the leading pass catchers for North Penn. Hearns under pressure, fires low for Stoll. It'll be 2nd down and 15. Pennridge, a top-ranked team now in several polls. We asked head coach Jeff Hollenbach what it's like to be atop the polls right now. He said he's not worried now. He wants to be there in November.
Well, the poll thing, I'm not sure everybody really knows exactly what they're talking about with the polls. My concern with the polls is that we're up there at the end of the season. Right now, we could be down at the bottom. It wouldn't matter to me.
Well, they are anywhere but at the bottom. And a chance to perhaps move up in a few of those polls if they can beat the defending state champs. North Penn player is down on the far sideline. Now, these kids on the Pennridge sideline getting ready to celebrate. Last 18 times these two schools have met, the Rams have won 2 of them. Even though they lead the all-time series, the last 18 times, North Penn.
Well, there's been a couple significant games in the last 4 years. In 2001, North Penn undefeated, and Pennridge got them. And then last year, they get 2 of them.
In North Penn, Kevin Akins at Boston College, his backfield mate Jim Casertano at University of Delaware, Jeff Ball at Rhode Island, Jim Lackey playing Division II at Shippensburg. Some of the guys up front, Partain and Trebanis, have moved on as well. Just loads of talent here the last couple of years for North Penn, and it continues. 2nd and 15 for Hearns. Good protection, now trying to find a teammate open. Fires down the middle, nearly intercepted by Alex Wareheim, as it was intended for Gallagher at the 45-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 15.
Now, I talked to one of the defensive coaches over at Pennridge prior to the game, and I asked him about a spy on the quarterback. He said, we will do that sometimes. And I think they have had a spy. One of the linebackers has stayed at home because the running has not really been there for the quarterback Hearns tonight the way it's been there in the first 3 games for him, where he's been such a weapon running with the football. They're more than willing to try to let him beat him with the passing, and he's very, very good at that. Really a gutsy defensive strategy by Pennridge, but it's worked up to date.
5 carries for 7 yards for Hearns, and another flag is North Penn started early. It'll be 3rd down and 20.
Boy, they've really put themselves in a hole with the penalties on this drive. They started the drive, they got the ball back.
Offense, 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
8th penalty against North Penn.
They need a big play here. Dreiser got all the big plays for Pennridge. Who's going to do it for North Penn tonight?
Twin receivers each way for the Knights. Hearns out of the shotgun. And he goes down inside the 10-yard line. John Small, once again, he has been anything but small in this game.
John Small's been great. An open field tackle, a sack that he gets right here, and he also recovered a fumble. The Rams are in great shape now. It's almost Freddie Mitchell, Donovan McNabb territory. It looks like a 4th and close to 26 coming up here, maybe even more.
If you're a Pennridge fan, you hope you're not playing the Green Bay defense.
Tell you what, he had some time right there. He just didn't have an open receiver. The Pennridge secondary is doing a great job.
It's a little bit easier than Eagles against the Packers. It's only 4th and 25.
Well, the idea just popped in my head. I knew I was going to be close. And you'll see a couple Pennridge players, Greitzer specifically, the safety, sitting back there.
Hearns loading up, throwing for Gill, incomplete. Dreiser was there on coverage, but if Gill makes the catch, he has a 1st down and a lot of green in front of him, but he could not come up with it. And barring a huge mistake, Pennridge will move to 4-0.
I'll tell you what, I think they have one timeout left. 2:14 to go. I think there is a possibility they can get the football back. Pennridge has to make sure they don't fumble the ball. Boy, that's a shame for North Penn. They dug themselves in a hole with all the penalties on the drive. They really hurt themselves tonight.
1st and 10, just outside the 10.
We saw moments of brilliance by both sides tonight. But Pennridge really looking like they're in good shape right now.
Give it to Greiser. Newbert has him. North Penn is going to use its final timeout with 2 minutes and 2 seconds left. Jeff Hollenbach, the head coach of Pennridge, gave us 3 keys to winning tonight. One was contain Hearns. 6 carries, 2 yards. He's thrown for only 34 yards, which leads us to number 2, the good pass defense. And they have run the ball as Greiser has 207 yards tonight on 22 carries.
Isn't it amazing, Steve? He hit all 3 keys of his game, and he's going to, if everything holds here, he's going to win by the seat of his pants, 28-27. That's how good this North Penn team is.
Dick Beck's keys for North Penn: stop the big play. Greiser has had a couple of long touchdown runs. They have been able to move the football. Offense has been right there with Pennridge all night. And obviously some penalties, a key in terms of turnovers. They had the 1 fumble in the end zone, but all in all, it's been a turnover-free game. But just some frustration for Dick Beck tonight. Unable to stop the 4th down conversions for Pennridge, a key factor in this one.
Well, even if they don't pull it out here in this last couple of minutes, I still think North Penn's a well-oiled machine. They got to be maybe the best 1 and 2 team in the whole country.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, there's not too many teams this good at 1 and 2. And again, this isn't over yet, but they'll be just fine. I think North Penn will rebound.
Hughes goes down after handing it off to Greiser. Greiser diving for the pylon. Touchdown! 3rd of the night for Ryan Greiser, and that will seal it in Percy.
Now, actually, if they get the extra point here, up by 8, there's still a minute 27.
That's true.
For North Penn to go. In some ways, this is a good thing for North Penn. But again, they don't have timeouts.
It's a very good point. 1:57 to play. Stroud to make it 35-27. Good snap, good hold by Cressman. And another one straight through for Stroud. He is 5 for 5 tonight.
So in some respects, by Pennridge scoring, North Penn actually has a chance. It's just a weird kind of game because it felt like when North Penn wasn't able to convert on the 4th and 25, the game was basically over. It would have actually been better for Pennridge if they started in their 20. Here you see Greiser turning the corner once again. Does this guy ever get tired? Is there anything this guy can't do? He's amazing. He's been terrific.
For Greiser, that is his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 11th of the season. It's only week 4. He was a preseason All-State selection by Sports Fever magazine, as was Adam Hearns for North Penn. And Greiser just simply amazing here tonight. 23 carries, 217 yards. Close to 900 on the season already.
Plus he's got that 80-yard touchdown catch too, right?
He's a guy, he had shoulder problems, collarbone problems the last couple of years, missed 4 games last year, still ran for over 1,300 yards and 16 touchdowns. We're seeing what a healthy Ryan Greiser can do. Unangst will line this one down the left sideline. Kazir will control it inside the 15, and he is brought down on a great open field tackle by Tristan Roberts.
Well, Roberts really did make a nice play right there, bringing him down. Now, if you're North Penn, this is your quick 2-minute offense. There's a minute 52 to go in the 4th quarter. This game's far from over, 35-27. You can get a touchdown, you can get a 2-point conversion, and we're going overtime. There's still a chance for North Penn here.
You know, though, you just get the feeling, and I agree with you, and with this offense, anything is possible. You get the feeling that this Pennridge defense is just not going to let that happen. But it has been a night of big plays all around.
But they've done a great job with Hearns. This is probably the best any team has ever done on Hearns at quarterback. Here they
Small
come.
blitzing, screen to Gill. Bernelson has him. Short gain, clock will continue to run.
Remember, Gill doesn't have his quick burst as he's left the game a couple times tonight with some injuries.
5-yard gain, catch number 6 on the season for Gill. It's 2nd down and 5. A minute and a half to play. North Penn taking a lot of time here.
They're going chips right here. They're putting Gallagher in the slot. They got Peter Lee out there, Gill. They've also brought in Turner for offense.
Hearns rolling, trying to buy some time. Throws right in front of the Pennridge bench, incomplete for Gallagher, covered by Vernelson. It'll be 3rd down and 5 with 1:17 left.
Not sure how many reps they get in practice on the 2-minute offense, and not also sure how many times they've run it knowing there's no timeouts, but there's a lot of pressure right now on Coach Beck and the offense. They've got to get this thing done without the timeouts, and already they're in a hole, 3rd down and 6. One thing they have to keep in mind, you don't have to score on every play. You just need to move the chains. There's 1:17 to go. There are some opportunities here to get 5-6 gainers and then get in a position to get a touchdown.
Penalty flag on the snap. Hearns throwing intercepted. It won't count as the play whistled dead. They will probably need to add 5 seconds to the clock here. If it's a dead ball foul, it was 1:17. It's 1:12 right now. See if anybody catches that.
Dead ball, false start, offense.
It'll be 3rd down and 10. Penalty number 9 on North Penn.
Not sure why they're having so many problems on the offense. Makes a little more sense now because you're kind of in a panic mode, trying to do things, rush things.
Think noise is a problem?
It certainly probably is.
Stay at 1:12. 3rd and 10 for the Knights. Down by 8. On the ground with Lee, and making the play, Eric Fluck, the 5'11 senior.
And that
will run 4th down and 8.
Here they go. They haven't converted a 4th down tonight, whereas Pennridge, I believe, is 5 for 6. This is the game right here.
Will they come after Hearns? Hearns running, will be cut down short, and what a stand by the Pennridge defense. And Jeff Hollenbach will have his team 4-0. And this is going to draw a lot of attention around the state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pennridge has really made a statement here tonight, beating their arch rival.
With their backup quarterback.
With their backup quarterback. He sure doesn't look like a backup to me, but he technically is the backup quarterback. We know Gillespie is very talented. The fact that they're going to have both of these guys for the rest of the season is going to be make the team even stronger. But
okay, is there a quarterback controversy in Percy? We'll let Jeff Hollenbach enjoy this night, and he can worry about who plays quarterback next week when that time comes.
Boy, I'm not sure which loss is more agonizing for North Penn. Last one's to Cardinal O'Hara, or tonight's game with Pennridge, and just ran out of steam here at the end, and Pennridge is going to get a giant win here in Percy.
Have to snap it one more time the way it looks. 34 seconds to play. That's if the officials set the football before the 25-second clock, and I don't think they did. Pennridge is going to improve to 4-0. North Penn, the defending state champs, will fall to 2-2. They will have to snap it one more time here. But first, a delay of game call. That is the 4th penalty on Pennridge. All of them here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it's their biggest regular season win since they beat you-know-who, North Penn, back in 2001 when they were top-ranked team in the state in Quad A that year and were undefeated. So these two teams have been known to spoil each other's seasons. Last year, North Penn ruined Pennridge's season. I think you're going to see both these teams in the playoffs. I think they're both that good.
And that'll do it from Papa Yoder Field. Pennridge with the win, 35-27. We're back to wrap it up in a moment. at Poppy Yoder Field in Percy, where the Pennridge Rams have defeated the North Penn Knights by a score of 35-27. Our player of the game, senior running back Ryan Greiser for North Penn. What a night, Jeremy.
He was absolutely tremendous. Here you see the big touchdown run in the beginning of the game, and he just dominated this game. He got him a couple big fourth downs. He dragged, well, this was late in the game with a big touchdown. He turns the corner so well, he runs up the field well. He did everything for this team. He carried him on his back.
217 yards rushing, 98 receiving, 3 touchdowns. Pennridge improves to 4-0. North Penn falls to 2-2. Thanks again to Rich Brandt and Joe Thompson in the Pennridge School District for their help. For our producer, Brian Morrow, director Drexel Wright, statman Jeff Zimmerman, and for my partner, Jeremy Treatman, Steve Degler, saying so long from Poppy Yoder Field in Percy.